Lincoln.
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break. Brought to you by Sandhills Global. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks. I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
Good morning. Happy Tuesday to you, Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Unlike our Stone Age days of yesterday, we are back to full power here.
Wow.
It feels good. You guys, headphones work. We have normal light. We have video back. Lights are outside in the main area.
Wow, this is odd.
We're back to society after a day of going back in time.
It feels good.
I know.
It does.
It makes you appreciate what you have when you have it, right? Some days you need to have days like that. You don't want to have them very often, but occasionally.
Does it feel good, Bill? Oh, please. Come on.
Getting his headphones in. Okay, I think those are working over there. So
Speed the power.
I know that it's working over there somewhere. Somebody was listening to those headphones last night.
Here. Well, let's just keep talking.
Bill. Big roll. He'll figure it out.
Yeah, Bill's
we got a bunch of
auxiliary pilot today because the plane is rolling.
We are rolling.
The plane is in the air. We're at 6,000 feet.
You know, I glanced over at Bill's. I think I told Bill's TV monitor on the plane the other day, and I thought he was watching American Made, but it was watching Top Gun.
Oh,
I thought for your sake he was trying to watch American Made to converse with you. I know, but to watch it again. But he was watching Top Gun. It was not American Made, sadly, which you probably are due for a watch here soon. So.
Yeah, I've never seen Top Gun.
No, you're due for American Made. Watch MZ.
I am due. That's a good. Yes,
you are due. You used to watch it about twice a week. It felt like a couple years. Several years ago.
It's an oddly good call by you. It is time. Is there anything else I need to do?
Offseason, Ozark probably is due for an appearance again.
I saw Ozark come up on my TikTok feed the other day. Just a scene from Ozark. It was really good. Anyway, Bill, are you with us?
Yes.
Does it feel good?
I don't know how we lost the main power right in front of me.
Interesting. He's got one working now.
Are you okay? You got your papers in order.
Yes.
You look at your papers; they're in order.
A lot of stuff.
Yesterday I couldn't see Bill because I had 2 lamps sitting right here, so I could just see you. I had to kind of peek around to see if Bill was talking when he was talking.
We're operational.
And we were back to normal today.
This is amazing. It feels good. It feels like warm.
Yeah. Jake tried to have me use. I went to make my coffee, and I go, I don't know if I feel good about this creamer.
I smelled it. And the smell test was iffy. I'll go with that. It wasn't 100%.
Well, there was no power in the refrigerator for over 2 days, so I think that right away. Jake tried to give me those. I think it's fine.
No, I did a smell test about 4 times. It's questionable, but I think it's.
Yeah,
he probably made a good call not to use it. But what makes me sad? I have a full creamer that's not even open. I got to throw that away.
Yeah, everything in there is ruined. Yeah. Everything's got to go out of there.
That goes.
It sucks.
We have a refrigerator in the back.
Yes,
and the stuff didn't get taken out.
Houses. No, I didn't think about that. There's a lot of things on the plate.
I'm not saying you.
I forgot to empty the fridge.
Could have been someone else.
Now Luke told me about that. I was going to, and I got sidetracked with something else that did not take stuff out of the fridge. So he did mention, hey, maybe take stuff out of the fridge. I was going to sidetrack, never got back there again. So he did bring up to save the creamer.
Off league is coming.
We're going to have to chuck that creamer, though.
Not safe. So
now the creamer's not safe.
Not safe. So now I'm no coffee. So I didn't. I didn't have nothing. There's no. And then the coffee shop opens up at 11:30, and so I'll get it. So I'll be gone.
We'll have it open at 7:15 for you.
So that's
stop.
Hopefully Luke
stop.
Shows up. But my same question will be that it's like, okay, so you have creamer for your coffee. Where'd that come from? The fridge. That's where it came from, the same spot. So, and
he has no coffee. He's grumpy.
Yeah,
I know.
We're a little grumpy on this. Like that.
Somebody could bring Bill a coffee.
I just
like creamer.
Bring him a coffee
with a lot of cream.
Well, emergency coffee.
And I realized
maybe Connor could run to Mickey D's.
He needs to get creamer. We have coffee. We have coffee pretty.
Mickey D's has creamer.
And usually I reach out to Steve. And I'm like, no, it's already too late. Kind of by the time we got to that, I was early today. I knew I was going to get the text message like that. Just left. You want me to circle back? That's usually what I get. I'm like, no.
It's true though.
So no, I wasn't gonna make you circle back through. So
I was early today.
We'll find some creamer at some point. It might not be till after the
I've
show.
always responded when you've called for my.
you have. Well, you text the other day, just me to get you some.
Yeah.
And I said, no, I'm good. I'll stop at Casey's.
Yeah, I got much.
Yeah. And that lady working, I'm telling you what, Casey's, their hiring schematics is incredible because they.
In what regard?
They just have the nicest people.
Do they?
I've never once left a Casey's like shaking my head
Let
at all.
me think about this.
It is 100%.
Let me think about this.
Just a home run hire, everyone they have.
Yeah.
And the young lady that was working at Casey's just right down there. What's that street? I don't know.
Russian Bottoms?
About 7. No.
Just over here.
Just right over here, about 17th and whatever.
17th and Q.
Whatever that street is,
Q
where
Street.
the guy runs the wrong direction.
Oh,
yeah.
That's Q Street.
Yeah, that street. Yeah.
You could never forget
that one. You go into that one?
Yeah, it's a sweet.
That's
one.
like it looks like a corner market.
It is. It's around the corner, right there. Yes.
I've never been in that.
It's only just on. It's right in line with my drive-in, and it's right there. So,
wow. I'm thinking over the year. I mean, how do you think of all the times you've been in Casey's, and if you've ever gotten bad service? I don't think I have.
Nope, I have great service. I'm very happy. I don't get bad service ever at a convenience store. They're really good people. Crossover.
I don't think I have either.
I don't really leave there just with my palms.
Oh, I
up.
got one. I had one time. I had a bad episode at one of the. No, there's only two. I'm not going to name it.
Smart.
There's those corner store. This was bad. It was not a good look.
Years ago,
this person go after you physically.
Yeah, no, not physically, but listen, what happened. It was at 33rd and Holdridge. So one of those two.
Okay, that narrows it
down.
down.
50-50 shot here. Which business we're talking? I know exactly where you're at.
Tell me if I was in the wrong.
Campus.
Tell me if I was in the wrong.
Okay.
I was the only one in the store. Nobody was at the front counter. I got my gum. I got that, I chew that watermelon gum and like
Bubblicious.
Yeah. You know what? I get it all the time. I don't even know what the hell it is. I put it on the counter and there was nobody there. Waited, nobody there. I wasn't upset. It was a Sunday morning. I wasn't in a hurry. Then the lady showed up and all I said was, thought everything was free today.
Yeah.
Oh no.
She goes, funny. If you take something, we will follow you home.
I'm gonna have to side with you on this one. Yeah, I don't.
I'm like, hey, I was joking.
Yeah.
I was kidding. I was waiting here.
Yeah, if everything was free today, that's a common one like that. Thought it was free today. And everybody kind of laughs and you pay for it and you leave. She went after you.
She went right after.
You waited for like 5 minutes or more for this?
No, probably 3. But I was totally taken aback. And then when I said I was kidding, she just.
If you get pulled over for a pack of watermelon gum, that would be incredible. Also, I
lost my whole career.
I just can't imagine. Also, that one. Also, just the fact that, excuse me, where's the watermelon gum section? I just can't imagine in my life. I haven't had a watermelon gum since 3rd grade. Maybe
I had that box.
Yeah. You're talking like $1.50 at most of this gum pack.
It's expensive.
It is,
and they're gonna follow you home for that.
Well, no, but it's expensive. I mean. It's a minimum $1.50. I don't even know. I don't know. I still chew it a lot, but I shouldn't chew gum because I chew it too hard. It messes up my mouth.
Watermelon.
Yeah, watermelon.
You like chewing 8 pieces at a time.
It's amazing. If you chew it, you'll open up your truck and it smells unbelievably good. It does. It's like wow,
watermelon.
That gum is powerful. Like it's powerful. All right, Connor, don't look at me.
Watermelon season's coming.
It
Connor.
is.
Connor, you run to McDonald's right now.
Just go get him some creamer.
No, I'm joking.
No, Connor.
You could probably do that.
Cinnabon creamer.
I could probably get down. I could probably quickly get in my truck and go down to Casey's and be back during the break.
Well, so can Connor.
Yeah. I don't want to have Connor do that.
Would you get a full thing of creamer or just ask him for some creamer?
No, I don't know what I would do.
Well, we have
it's a system I use. It'd be too much.
We have Dan who listens at the Canopy Market down here. Dan, if you're listening, we would gladly take a bottle of Cinnabon creamer. I'll pay you back.
You want Cinnabon?
Cinnabon.
That's the one. It's
want Cinnabon?
It's the you know which one it is? The Cinnabon creamer.
Yeah. Or any creamer right now, but the Cinnabon's kind of
our favorite. That's our go to the last couple of years, but since we lost the Cinnamon Toast Crunch creamer, it went away.
You have to have creamers. The question: why can't you just have some black coffee?
No,
He puts a lot of creamer in.
Could you put just a bunch of sugar in?
Yeah, no, no, don't do that.
Just for a stopgap.
I just do a little bit. I just do a little bit of creamer and some creamer and some Splenda. That's my plan.
Oh,
Yeah, that's my plan.
how much Splenda?
Well, now I put about 4 in because they've taken it down. The new system with Splendas now is that just put in the same that you used to put in 1 equals 4 or 4 equals 1, whichever way you want to do it.
4 equals
1.
They have. You're saying they've diminished the amount in the pack.
It's the classic example of the amount. Yes, it's like okay, yeah. So
okay,
yeah, I was always 2, and then Ron Brown puts 9 to 10.
9 Splendas?
9 Splendas per coffee.
It makes me feel
Any
better.
creamer in his coffee at all?
He has some creamer in there,
Wow.
I think. Yeah, but he really likes the Splenda.
Yeah, that makes me feel better about 5. 5 is. I'll never go further than 5. This coffee tastes really good today, by the way. Thank you.
Don't be peacocking his
Oh,
face.
sorry,
Hey,
I didn't. Come
Hey,
on,
Petiti.
Yeah, Petiti Simple over here.
Steve
Yeah.
Petiti.
come on. I didn't. I wasn't doing that. You know that.
We'll have creamer soon. We like to have just one thing
I'm
of Cinnabon
surprised-
creamer.
I'm surprised you
It's
just
like a
can't-
green.
I was
it's a
just
green
shocked
bottle.
of Jake knowing that the fridge had been out for like 48 hours ago. I think it's fine. It's kind of the freezer. I go,
I did
freezers
this-
and fridges
I'm
are
gonna have
way
you do the
different.
smell. I haven't thrown.
I'm
You
not-
do the smell test on it before I for sure throw that thing away. Maybe I'll Connor
There's a
try it
bunch
out.
of food in there.
We'll throw the food out today.
David just sent an inappropriate text. I will not read.
Uh-oh.
Mike, Husker Mike says it's good to have you guys back.
It's gonna be back.
We were back.
It was a strange day yesterday.
We don't really know if anyone even heard the show yesterday, right?
We were on at 6:45. It was darkness. We had a lamp as the only light we had in here. We had we had the light of the screens. That was about it. Besides the lamp, and it was a rough day, but we made it through.
The generator was going as of 2:30 yesterday.
Yes, it was stopped at 10 p.m. last night. We had to go through. Now the power was restored by 4, but it takes a long time to switch over from generator to power. So we had like the lights on, but as far as the radio station goes, it switched over around 10, and we've been good to go ever since. So thanks again to High Electric. Paul Shield saved the day to even let radio be possible yesterday. High-electric.com. If you need any electrical problem any services, Paul's your guy. 20 plus years. 20 plus years you've been serving businesses.
I wonder also if McSafety, what the conversation was with John, also because the power was out in his condo to our knowledge.
We think it was.
We believe that got restored a lot sooner than our building here on the first floor itself.
So I just hope someone's checking on John's refrigerator.
Jake
Yes.
is proving to be a pretty good spokesman right now for this issue. You have the facts down pretty well.
I do. Well, I was a part of the process. It was not a fun process. I don't want that to ever happen again. Knock on wood. Hope it doesn't happen again. But that's life. And here we are. After one day, we're back.
We
were back yesterday without video.
Some people are going to wonder what was the cause of it.
A faulty generator.
Okay, a faulty generator. So this place runs all eternally by generator.
I don't know. I don't know entirely how the building operates. I cannot go into electrical and power talk with you. I don't.
Greg
it's
has
above
those
over my head.
Greg has questions.
He has those questions.
I'd say ask Rebecca on that or somebody else. I can't answer Greg's questions properly. I wish I could. I just don't have that.
We probably should have Greg
info.
come down and just take a walk about it. Just kind of walk around the building and see what he sees and make some notes.
That'd be good.
I'd say both Greg and McSafety.
Yes.
Infrastructure.
Yes.
Infrastructure inspection.
Just set up a base camp where John sits at.
Right
And
over
they
there.
can report
Right
back.
there.
And they can report back to John
Yeah.
after they walk about the building a little bit. I think that was
infrastructure inspection.
It was amazing. You guys commented that the amount of cords yesterday did feel like the old station for a day.
yes.
There's no rugs over any of the cords, which was a special part of the old station.
There's
This is the old station.
He misses the rugs over the cord in the hallway.
a gas tank in the back. The gas tank in the back, and there's
By the
just-
generator.
If you go in the back room, there's just a gas tank. So if anyone needs gas, we can go grab it quick.
Yeah.
If you run out of gas
We'll
Yeah.
fill you
on
up
O
here.
Street, we're
Yeah,
right here.
they're
We got some
Bill will come over. Bill Busch
Yeah.
will put fuel in
How
your
much you need? I got you covered.
Kind of a sweet system. What do? I just drive around, see if people run out of gas.
It's kind of like AAA, kind of like a poor man's version. We couldn't do AAA, me and you.
I ran out of gas in my Camaro. I'm going to say like in high school, 25 times. 25 times. Because the gauge didn't work.
I know, but it's still pathetic.
Yeah, it was. Also just like, just
25 times.
Just get out of the car and start walking. Just start walking. Oh yeah, just get out of the car and start walking. The best part too was here's also it was gold from a small town.
25 times.
Oh yeah, minimum. I mean, Dukes was with me a bunch. Chris Buwaltz, everybody's with me when this happened. But then you just walk to a gas station. Yeah. I ran out of gas. Oh, the tank's over there, and then you take that, and then
walk it back,
and then you fill it like that, and then you just walk it back, and then you come back to get some gas. But also, you don't have to worry about going to get a gas tank because the gas station had one for you to use.
Yep.
That was very nice.
Generally speaking.
Yeah, generally just like, hey, let's and I can haul some gas in.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a 5-gallon one right over there. Just grab that one, and then you'd see me just walking down through Pender with a gas can, heading
Bill's
back,
out of gas
again.
Age 26.
headed back towards Hopner's Hill, and
at various points,
all around town.
Was there ever a time when it was a little far? Like
no, it never did. No, it was always. I mean, nope. No, it was always. It was never out of town. It was always. I knew that because what happened was when it dropped to a quarter, then you didn't know what was left. You didn't know what was going to happen. Yeah. So once you saw it get to there, it's like, okay,
probably should fill
this
up.
Thing doesn't work any longer than that. Yeah.
25 times.
There are people that have phobias about it. You obviously don't have a gas phobia. Yeah. There are people, I know one that won't drive because she is worried about running out of gas. It's kind of a
won't drive at all, or when
won't drive
a certain
won't drive at all. Has a phobia about it.
Can't risk it.
And what she'll do is continually fill up the tank, I think, and it blows out gas pumps. So yeah, true story.
What?
Yeah. What? Goes out gas.
What do you mean it blows out a gas pump?
Well,
I have a question.
She fills it too much or something because she's worried about.
Yeah, that's not a thing.
I don't know that. Okay, this is a strange phobia. We need to talk to this person.
Yeah, this is not a thing. If you fill your gas, you're in your car up every day. You drive it for 10 miles and you fill it up. I think you're safe.
We need to talk to this person. Say you can drive.
Well,
look at the if it goes to a half tank, then maybe you can start concerning, be concerned.
No, I know. There's a very logical. Yeah, it's a phobia.
Phobias are phobias.
Yeah,
hard to explain.
You can't reason with.
No, you can't.
It'll still get you though. When I'm driving and I'll be kind of getting a plan if I'm on the interstate or just highway, whatever. It's like, okay, all right, I get gas. I'm gonna need that. And all of a sudden, then the light dings on, and I'm going, okay, I pushed this too far. Then in my mind, I'm thinking, if I run out of gas on the interstate, when that will be a detrimental. So I've pushed it too far too many times.
Yeah,
I've definitely pushed it too far.
I've never run it. Have you?
Never have.
I've never.
I don't intend to.
I don't think
I've been very close before. I think I was about 2 gallons left at one point.
I don't know if I've
2 miles, whatever. 2 miles left.
I was gonna say 2 gallons.
Sorry, I bet 2 gallons would be like.
One time I was down to
the
a quarter
range.
of a
I think
tank.
the range said
crazy.
2 miles on it. And they got it before that happened. That was not 2 gallons. 2 miles. That was bad.
That's the one that
but didn't happen.
It's the one that gets you now. Is that all of a sudden they'll say miles remaining 89,
right.
And it goes from 89 to 19 sometimes in about 4 miles.
Oh,
all of a sudden you go like,
seriously?
Oh, yeah, never lock that one in like that. That's the gold standard right there. No.
Okay, now hold on. On my Colorado, I think it said you got 40 miles when the light goes on. When the light beeps, when the light beeps of you're in danger, you still have 40 miles. Yeah. Do you have 40 miles?
I would not count on 40 miles. That's what I'm saying. No. Yeah. There's no one.
I always say, hey, we got 40 miles. Don't worry. I could drive to Omaha right now.
When you run out of gas 25 times, you can't count on 40 miles.
I'm the guy to talk to about this.
I know.
25 times.
I'm talking to you. That
don't.
Okay.
Don't push it.
Don't count on 40.
You could also smell the exhaust fumes coming through the floorboard too. The Camaro.
It's a good sign.
Didn't have a great exhaust system.
Had a hole in the floor.
Had a hole in the floor, and then also it was
you could see the ground
jacked up on air shocks, but didn't have wide tires and just regular hubcap tires.
Did you ever consider getting fatties in the back?
I did. I considered it. It was just financially not right in the deal, so I just stuck with what I had, and I was fine with it.
Financially not right.
No,
you could work a deal with somebody and
literally, if you had to even just drive up a hill on gravel, it was just spinning out. Yeah, it was just no traction of any sort.
Like up an icy hill at that point.
Yeah, there was
same thing.
You couldn't go anywhere.
This was a Camaro.
It's a Camaro.
What year?
74.
Oh, God.
But it was cool.
It was cool.
Yeah.
Had a sweet stereo. Oh no, it was a sweet stereo. Had a Pioneer stereo in that.
I can't go full cool. Without the fatties on the back.
Oh, it was
jacked up with normal tires. Always suggest issues to me. Right.
What was entrepreneurship?
What else in Idle Chit Chat?
That's all I got.
We don't need to talk about that damn game.
We have to talk about that game. That is Idle Chit Chat, sponsored by our friends at 738 Ag. They don't guess, they game plan using your soil tests, yield maps, and field data to help farmers call the right shots for their ground. Learn more today at 738agllc.com. Joey and the team in Bertrand, hoping for rain this week again.
Hoping for some rain. It's in the forecast, Joey. Right now, Omaha's getting a little bit of the rain and snow. We're getting nothing here.
No snow here.
Yeah,
we're getting
Greg
nothing.
insists that in Midtown, they got 2 inches in Omaha.
Yeah, we got nothing.
They already
bypassed us?
We need that for the mushrooms.
Some sort of precipitation again.
Did it bypass us?
You see any snow out there?
I mean, no, I don't.
Yeah,
but
we're
could it
getting
be
nothing.
still coming?
No. We're getting
Is
nothing.
any rain at all? No rain today?
We're getting
either?
nothing.
You know that?
No, we're locked out.
It says maybe rain Thursday through Sunday, a chance of that, but nothing today or tomorrow. We missed out on the
Tomorrow's 70.
We missed the metro precipitation.
70?
73 and windy tomorrow, and then rainy the next 4 days. So there you go. All right, 464-5685. Call or text as always. If you have a camera on Tony Petitti, he's dancing around right now. He is a cocky man as he should be, because he won back-to-back days of national titles. UCLA on Sunday for the women, and yesterday Michigan men 69-63. They take down UConn. The first title in men's hoops since 2000 for the Big Ten. Michigan State, of course,
quite a run.
It's been an incredible run for the Big Ten in general right now. This year.
Yeah, that blows my mind.
2000.
Michigan State.
And who did Michigan State beat?
They beat Florida.
Okay.
Mike Miller in Florida.
Wow.
That year.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
Game last night was a predictable result, predictable style, predictable game. Very predictable, right? The headline's predictable. Michigan holds off UConn, wins national title. You figure they'd have to hold them off.
We could have wrote that yesterday morning.
Yeah. Holds. You could have added the word pesky. Michigan holds off pesky UConn, wins national title. Holds off. Yeah, that's what I figured they'd have to.
We need to start writing headlines before big games.
Not a bad idea.
Not a bad. We're going to do that. Connor, we have a new segment now.
Not a bad idea.
Headlines.
Yeah.
Headlines.
Pre-headlines.
Pre-headlines.
To see if they're would be accurate. And that would have been an easy one.
That one was kind of easy. There was never a time when you kind of thought, I felt it was closer than what I thought, but I felt that it was always going to be 6-8, even early on. And it never looked like they could lose it. And that's kind of what it was.
Kind of that one.
I really would have liked to have seen that last shot by Caravan. To go down one with 13 seconds.
Was that taking it down to one?
Yes, they were down by 4.
Yeah.
And he had a look.
He had a look. He had a look. And can you imagine if that went in? The faces on Michigan, that would have been like, hey, here's what we got. 13 seconds. And now it's thinking like, well, what do we do against Duke? We got to steal. We won the game. Just how about try that one out? And
Caravan was just a little too far out.
It was.
Yeah.
Yep.
And a little rushed.
You had to look at it, though.
A little rushed, too far out and a little rushed.
But they kept hanging in
Bill's
there.
right. Now, there was one period of the game where we were texting. I thought that Michigan was in trouble late first half. Not late first half, but getting towards the late stages. Well, I mean, UConn was ahead.
Yeah.
UConn did have a lead in the first half.
The numbers said that, but the film didn't.
Not
When
necessarily.
you were watching it, it's like I kept saying Michigan is so much more talented. They were so much more talented. I go,
they're so big.
They were just that's one of the best teams
you've seen
that I've ever seen.
Okay.
It really is.
Michigan,
Michigan's one of the best teams I've ever seen in a tournament run.
I heard another pundit saying that they're like those really good Duke teams that you think about.
They went 37-3 this year.
Well, I don't know who they couldn't beat. You go back in time and say, well, that team they couldn't beat.
Okay,
that team they couldn't beat.
So here, let's do this because you're smarter than I, and I didn't prepare for this show enough. Okay, so you think about UNLV in 1990 when it had Larry Johnson. Who else was on that team? Do you remember? Was it Stacey Augmon?
Yeah.
Okay, the Larry Johnson
team.
Yeah, the 1990 UNLV team.
Who was the point guard, left-handed? Really good.
I know who you're getting at here.
What was his name? Please text in. It's driving me nuts. Anthony, wasn't it?
Was it Greg Anthony?
Greg Anthony.
Was it Greg Anthony?
That's what it was.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
But anyway, okay, there's that team, and then there's a Duke team maybe the year after that or 2 years after that.
I think the next year Duke came back and beat UNLV.
Those teams. So, there was the Grant Hill Duke teams. Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think there's been many.
There'll be because you can easily just say, oh, they wouldn't have beat them.
I
don't know. I'm telling you what, that team.
Oh, God. I'll tell you what, those guys, I'll tell you this right now. I should have probably been an NBA GM.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way I wouldn't have Morez Johnson on my team.
Yeah. He was a big
during warm-ups.
He's a problem.
He was a problem.
During whatever you call it, when they announced the starters, I watched that and they announced him. And I told Laura, I go, that's the guy. I go, that's the guy for the game. No, he had 6 of the first 8 points. I believe.
Did.
He went 12 and 10. He had double for
the
Morez
next
Johnson.
thing is just watching Michigan defend and watching McKinney.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's the freshman. He's a problem.
And Gale, McKinney.
McKinney
Yeah.
could defend like an insane.
Oh,
yeah.
And they're breathtaking on defense.
Yeah.
That's what happened in the second half. They turned it up on defense.
The number of shot block and the rim protectors, and how much fun was it to watch back to the basket. Mara backing people down.
Beautiful.
Bunny hooks.
Yeah.
There was a lot of in the paint. It went old school basketball. It wasn't just, we're here to chuck some threes.
No. Those teams aren't that way.
Michigan had 6 blocked shots in this game.
Yeah, they're second in the country. They averaged 6 blocks.
What's crazy is that, this is a game Michigan controlled most of this game, right?
Yeah, they did.
UConn had 22 offensive rebounds still in this game. They had all these second chance points. They had 19 second chance points. They had 22 offensive boards. In the game, you thought that Michigan was just the physical team.
I wish I would have texted this to you. You would have said, yes, Sipple really knows hoops. Their guards were rebounding. Braylon Mullins
had how many?
He had 7 rebounds.
He had 3 offensive rebounds. Terrace Reed, 7 offensive rebounds.
Terrace Reed's a guard.
Guy. No, he's the big guy.
No, I'm thinking about Smith. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about that little guy.
Malachi Smith.
He had 3 rebounds.
They had to go deep into their bench, too, because of foul trouble.
Yeah.
But it was remarkable to watch. And there was times, I don't even know, it was a straight rugby match. I mean,
they allowed it.
It was rough. And I didn't get, I was never like, what? And no, I was like, okay.
A lot of what should be jump balls. You've pointed this out. And I 100% agree with you. I never mentioned it this season. But I hate, oh my God, do I hate the arrow.
Yeah, I do.
We're just leaving it to chance.
Yeah. Possession arrow. How about we jump it up?
Jump it up.
How about getting 2 guards at it like that and then have to jump?
It's just like roll the dice.
Think of the skill set. There would be a chance that me and Sip would have to jump it up because we had a dual possession.
Jumped up a lot.
That was everyone had to Everyone had to do a drill on a jump ball because it could just be 2 5'9" guys jumping for a ball. Yeah, and it was great. You two jump it up. And then the skill set. Right now, the officials that's do the first one to start the game. He's like, whatever.
Joke book.
Yeah, whatever. Just whoever. They all, I'm just to the point. Just, you guys want the ball first? You can have the ball first. I don't care.
What's the arrow say?
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
God, the arrow drives me nuts.
The next thing is just watch the start of a game. Just watch the tip off. There's just 2 guys at the middle of the court. Everybody else is just leisurely 10 yards away. There's no circle. They don't gather up around that. There's not even a center circle.
No.
Naismith.
It's not.
Yeah. One more thing that was impressive about this game is that before Roddy Gale missed 2, Michigan made 20 straight free throws.
It was amazing.
They were 25 of 28 in a tight game. They kept making every free throw. Now Gale missed 2, and then they gave UConn a chance still.
True, he missed 2
to get back in the game.
But they were money.
They made 20 straight.
And it backs what Bill's saying. It's got to be one of the best all-time teams. They won that game fairly easily without Yaxel Lindeborg. He played, but God, he had
some buckets late.
He had some late scores.
And
he still played 36 minutes.
Just think about the game before. The game was supposed to be the national championship game. Was who? Arizona versus Michigan. That's what everybody felt. And then Yaxel gets 2 fouls within a minute and 20, then gets injured like there, and they were up sometimes by 30.
Yeah.
So that just tells you how deep they are.
How good they are. And I know what people are saying. Yaxel played 36 minutes. I know he played. I watched the whole game.
He wasn't right, though.
But he wasn't right.
He was not right.
And then at halftime, did you see that?
Yeah. His interview was terrible.
He was depressed.
What was that?
I feel sick.
It was the worst interview I've ever seen.
I feel weak.
I feel weak.
He did.
Yeah.
What was that?
Yeah, it was. Instead of being like, You know what? Not quite all there, but I'll be fine.
I feel weak.
No, I feel terrible. I mean, it was like it was
woe is me.
It was woe is me. It's almost like they're
To
supposed
the nth degree.
Yeah. It wasn't like, yeah, it's been a tough go, but I'm fine.
That wasn't Grant Wistrom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was
Like a
weird.
dude.
I think he's that guy though. I think he wears it on his sleeve, which is not the. It's not the
Well, then
worst.
they showed him on the sideline. There's people consoling him.
Yeah, they're winning.
Yeah, they're winning.
Dude,
yeah,
you're
they're
winning a national title.
Yeah, we're up, we're ahead, we're
Why
playing
are we
pretty good
so
here.
sad right
and
now?
there was there's people like, and all he was doing just shaking his head and
It would give me pause
that
if I was an
palms
NBA
up.
guy.
Palms up there.
If I was a GM, it would give me pause. That whole picture. I don't know that I'd go there. I'm Rez Johnson though. Oof.
12-10. Here is Dusty May, victorious head coach post game after they beat UConn in the national championship.
Dusty, is this the first time tonight that you've been able to just breathe normally?
Actually, Ernie, it still doesn't feel real. Feels like we have another game to prepare for.
Everybody talks about how you guys light it up offensively, 94 a night, beating people by 22. Sometimes lost in that whole equation is the way you guys defend. How would you describe it tonight?
These guys have done it all year. When one side of the ball was letting us down, the other side picked it up. And our togetherness defensively ultimately got us over the hump.
I know you're a guy who appreciates a good story, and I'm not trying to get sappy here at all, but you were born in Indiana. 25 years ago, you're begging for somebody to give you a chance to coach in this league and in this game. And here you stand on this stage, man. How does that feel?
Ernie, even before that, I remember my mom bringing me to the Yes Clinics when the Final Four was here, and all the college coaches would be working stations. And you think of all the people that have poured into all of us to get us here, just very grateful. And this team continued to sacrifice just like they did all year.
Congratulations, Dusty. National.
This is Dusty May with Ernie Johnson post game on TBS last night. And the defense was the story of the day. This is a team, like we mentioned, Billy mentioned it yesterday, in every game has scored 90 plus points and won by 10 plus points in all their games. Tight game, didn't have the offense, and they still win by 6.
The first 25 minutes, they hadn't made a 3. They started off at least 0 for 10.
Yeah.
They went 2 of 15 on threes and won the game.
Yeah.
They went 2 of 15
total.
One. Now some of that you got to give credit to UConn.
Sure.
But Michigan's defense was breathtaking in the second half. They turned it up, and it was hard. It was like, it reminded me of Nebraska, sorry, Jake, at Iowa, where it was hard for UConn to pass the ball. They were having trouble with 7 feet passes because the passing lanes were clogged up. And Michigan was that active. Roddy Gale, you don't want Roddy Gale in front of you if you have a basketball in your hand.
No,
That's the last guy that I'd want in front of me.
He stood out to me, and then McKinney really stood out to me. I was like,
you like McKinney. I'd probably like Gale a little better defender.
You go back and watch the bank shot that was made to bring it within 4?
Who made
something?
That was
Mullins?
No, it was solo ball.
Solo ball.
Yeah.
And just watch me. I think it was McKinney, his defense. I don't know how the shot ever got out of his hand. I mean, it was defended so well. But like I said, that I was so impressed with just defensively. And then just to have a big man. So all 5 starters are all transfers. But Mara only started 1 game for UCLA and averages 14 minutes a game.
Mm-hmm.
And what a difference he was. I mean, especially, he was the MVP basically of the semifinals. He had
26.
But his shot blocking and down low play, and wow, is he something to watch? It was old school.
Reminds you a lot. I think you won't remember, Jake. You can't have this discussion. He reminds Bill. Tell me, he doesn't remind you a ton of Rich King.
Yeah, his body type for sure.
Oh, come on, the way he plays.
Yeah,
very similar. Very similar. Not sure who's better. Very close, probably. King was the 14th pick overall.
He was first round pick.
Again, this is probably more Bill. Okay, so I was talking to Keith Mann about that. I think, so Rich King was 14th overall. Mara's not going to be that high, but it's because the NBA doesn't play back to the basket anymore.
We said the same thing. Remember, now he's been banged up and stuff. We remember a couple years ago, it was like, Edey has no place in the NBA.
Oh,
and then he did pretty good
with the Grizzlies, right?
And then he all of a sudden he had. I think they're the same thing. There's value. There's still value. The game's a little different.
Well,
but
he might
the college
be a
game was different too. And all of a sudden I'm going, hang on, how about if we put this guy down low and see if they can stop him? And then you still have to stop him.
There's still some back to the basket in this world. I mean, Terrace Reed plays back to the basket. It's still, you can find it. I mean, Rink plays back to the basket, right?
Yep.
Okay, so Ade Mara, would you take him in the first round?
7'3".
Did you watch enough NBA to know?
I don't know if he can keep up with the NBA's pace of play.
Seems like he can. I mean,
no. Watch him run the court now was incredible.
Yeah, I'd say yes.
He played 31 minutes. He played more than that against Arizona, I believe, too.
Yeah.
So he's got stamina.
And Yaxel, I've been a little hard on him today, but he really defends.
Yeah.
And he can defend 1 through 5. You can't say that about many guys.
Yeah.
You can see Yaxel is often out on the floor guarding. You're going to do the atomic clock right now.
No, go ahead.
He decided to do it during the section. All right, right at the beginning of the section.
Off,
Jake
anyway.
decided,
Pull it down.
all of a sudden, just out of the see Jake's
bored.
really
I
into this.
pulled it down.
Sorry to bore you with.
He's not bored.
With the
I
game.
was just going to say, I know this is boring, but I was going to say Yaxel guards 1 through 5. He'll go out and guard a point.
Let's talk about the Dolphins draft. I
was
guess.
just going to fix it so we knew what time to go to
Jake
break.
just stopped the whole show.
No.
And took the atomic clock down and started to adjust.
Because we're getting close to break. I want to make sure we're aware. It's almost break time.
Who are they taking first?
Yeah, who are they going to go with?
Talking basketball. Don't care about the Dolphins right now.
Who is that head coach by? I forgot.
Jeff Hafley.
Jeff Hafley.
Yes.
Oh, you got Hafley. Hafley. He was coaching Boston College.
Yeah. Get your jokes in about Jeff Hafley. It's fine.
Boston College to the Dolphins.
You want to hear from Dan Hurley after the game?
Hafley might be a good coordinator somewhere.
Here's Dan Hurley in the post game after the loss to Michigan.
Coach, you guys mucked it up. You played it on your terms. It just was not enough. What was the difference down the stretch there?
I just thought the 2 fouls on those 3 guys in the first half. I thought we had a real good chance to go into the half with the lead, but having Silas Harris and Solo Ball with those 2 fouls, just really put us down at the half, and then we just had to make more shots. We had great opportunities. I thought from 3, if we make 3 or 4 more, we've got a great chance to win it. But I mean, how do you, how are you disappointed at all in your group? These guys had 22 offensive rebounds versus that group of monstars out there. So proud of the guys.
Monstars. I like you.
Space Jam mentioned.
Never heard that before.
Never heard it before. Monstars.
That's a Space Jam reference from.
Is
that right?
Dan Hurley.
Is that right?
Yes, Space Jam.
Me and Steve have not seen Space Jam, at least recently.
Vaguely aware of it.
Yes.
22 offensive rebounds is a number.
The play that would have made things also as far as energy was the crazy steal and the flip back. And if they make the layup, that would have put them down. That'd have put them down 4 with about 2.5.
Mm-hmm.
And then missing
the layup.
And they make a 3 the other way, right?
I think they came back the other way.
McKinney made a 3.
It was contested.
It was. When McKinney made a 3, it was contested, but you got to make that layup.
Mm-hmm.
It's at the rim.
I said that to myself. Got to make that.
Yeah.
If you make that, and then the place just goes.
It gets interesting.
It gets down. Now you're down 4, and because the other side, you're not just shooting it now. It's like, oh, hang on now.
Mm-hmm.
And it went from going to be down 4 to down 9 in about 3 seconds.
It was a game. It was a game. It was predictable, very predictable. We said it'd be slow. They would have to muck it up. They did. But Michigan can win a lot of different ways.
Hurley, like I said, the reason I wanted to see the shot go in so bad at the end and be down to 1 is that game's going to end, and you never know what happened. And obviously, they can still easily could win the thing. Could you imagine if what Hurley did coaching wise? Because just say point guard. How would you compare the 2 point guards? Whoever's in the game for UConn.
Elliot Cadeau is excellent.
It's not even
He's
close.
so smooth.
It's not even close.
Who would you even
There's
judge?
good players, but there's no one even close to that.
We're talking about Silas Demery, Jake.
Is Demery the point guard?
It's hard.
He fouled out with 2 points.
Demery or Ball were up
Malachi Smith.
And then you take the I really like the big guy for UConn. He's not
Terrace Reed,
but he's not Mara.
Nope.
He's not Mara.
He's not.
So
He's
now
got
your
14
point guard
rebounds,
and your big guy. Okay. And then like I said, who would
you just go that way.
right now? I don't think there's any, and I know that Caravan's really good.
No.
There's nobody for UConn that starts for Michigan.
I don't think so. Caravan, no. I can't do it.
Somebody might take out Burnett for Michigan, but otherwise the other 4 guys, it'd be tough to.
Solo Ball
Solo ball might start for you.
Can you get him in there? I don't know.
No.
Really?
No. I think it's 5 for 5.
I love Mullins, but he was 4 for 17 last night. I love
and
him.
he hit too late. When I text you guys one time, I say Mullins has missed 15 shots.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Mullins, though, is a beautiful player because he's a beautiful shooter, but he flies around.
Yeah, he's all over
He
the place.
flies.
Oh, yeah. He made some plays and effort.
Yeah.
And he's a freshman, right?
Yeah. He's a freaky guy.
Yeah.
He's going to be a great one.
McKinney, also a freshman from Michigan. There's some great young players in that court.
See, I'm more of a Roddy Gale than McKinney. But I like McKinney too. But Roddy Gale's scary.
McKinney's going to be really good for that team next year. He's going to be a star.
Well, you don't know what they'll have because it'll be a whole new team. Right?
Yes,
pretty much.
Connor, see if you can get that. I'd like to re-listen to the halftime interview.
Yeah, get Landon Borg.
I'd like to hear that too.
I'd like
Very
to hear that
depressing.
because I was like,
please get that.
My face was this.
He's just saying.
I was like, what did I? Because I really wasn't.
It was
listening.
it was odd.
I wasn't listening very intently because it's halftime.
It was very
the thing
strange.
that people are going to come back with, and I've contemplated this. They want people to tell you the truth. You want people to bare their souls. Well, that's what Yaxel does. That's how he is. I was taken aback by it too. I was really weak. I played bad.
Yeah,
What are you saying, man?
I can't even. Yeah, and then his facial expression was just
deadpan.
It's interesting.
Michigan 69-63 champions. First time in 26 years for the Big Ten over UConn. Congrats to them. And Tony Petitti just partying like crazy right now.
And Michigan's first title since
1989.
89.
That was what, Steve Fisher, right?
Yes. And also the the greatest part that
Fisher.
You want to talk about something you don't ever get over. I want you to think about this. You talk about a death blow to your life was Frieder, right?
Bill Frieder
that left.
Yeah.
And he goes. I'll coach the team. I'll coach the team, but I'm leaving. I'm going to Arizona State.
Arizona State.
And okay, that's great. And they're like, no, we're having a Michigan guy coach these guys. Frieder, the assistant coach, takes over. I'm Frieder, but Fisher takes over
and
wins it all. Could you imagine watching the game from Arizona, the team you had?
Your team won it all.
And they win it all?
No,
and then the rest of your life sucks.
Just regret.
Kind of.
It does.
A lot of regret.
The rest of your life.
I mean, you're forgotten.
Yeah, I mean, you're just forgotten. And it's like, well, I had to make a decision. Had to do something. Oh, man. Imagine having a team so good that you knew in the back of your head, like, we could win it all. And yet I'm going to leave.
I'm leaving.
I mean, that's nuts.
You missed out on history.
And you talk about your life. Never imagine this, like, 10 years later going like, we made the right call.
Nope.
No, you didn't.
Didn't really work out that well at Arizona State.
No,
if I recall correctly.
Well,
I didn't even know his name.
Bill Frieder.
I've never heard the name.
Me and Bill, he was a pretty big name back in the
Steve
day.
Fisher. I don't know Bill Frieder, though.
Frieder was on the list of that screenshot I sent you of available coaches, maybe to take the North Carolina job. If he's alive. It said if alive.
Hey, you know what? The guy you never see. Do you ever see Dan Hurley's brother around?
Bobby?
Yeah.
He's got let go by Arizona State.
Arizona
you think
State.
he'd be at the games?
Like at the games and like
he's still probably mourning his firing at Arizona State.
Interviews. You know, I don't see anything.
Yeah, you don't see
I'm
anything.
I'm not suggesting there's anything. I'm just saying you never seen Bobby.
Don't know where he's at.
I tell you what,
Bobby in Scottsdale.
I told this to Laura last night. She goes, I don't know. He goes, the UConn coach like that. I said, you know what? I go, he annoys me so much that I just love him. I really does. And now he doesn't annoy me at all.
Not really.
I really can handle Hurley.
He has the most facial measures.
Because
ever.
here's the reason why. When I talked about Cronin, what did I say all the time? He's just palms up to his players. He just looks at his players. And do you notice the two coaches never looked at their players in disgust? They're never looking at their players like. I mean, they'll coach them, but Cronin will do he just comes over and he just demeans them, and they walk off, shoulders down, and it's just he wants to let everyone watching to know that he knows what's going on. But I'm just going to let you know that my players and these coaches, you don't see that.
Not really, no.
You don't see that.
I think what happens is those guys, Hurley has a lot of substance. So what we see is only just a part of his existence. I think his everyday must be really good.
Hold your thought on that. We got to get to break. Way behind.
Do the clock.
Way behind.
Yeah, we got to talk about the
Before the break, if you are hungry for breakfast, brunch, or lunch in downtown Lincoln, where should the Breakers go this morning? Early Bird. It's open right now.
NCAA Bird.
At 19th and K with free and spacious parking. They have breakfast tacos, breakfast nachos, waffles, French toast, pancakes, and the world famous hash holes.
Hash holes.
Hash hole.
Stop by today. Early Bird Nights at the K, open until 2 p.m. every day of the week. When we come back, we'll find that Yaxel Landenberg audio and play that next on Early Break in the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Anderson Ford in Lincoln has 2 convenient locations, which means 2 times the customer service, 2 times the inventory, and 2 times the ability to get you in the car of your dreams. Whether you visit us on the north side or the south side, you'll find more selection and a team that's always on your side. When you're looking for a better way to buy your next Ford, visit Anderson Ford in Lincoln, where exceptional service meets unbeatable selection.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Lincoln is full of great golf courses in a state that is getting national recognition for exceptional golf. Friend Country Club is worth the drive, just 40 minutes from Lincoln and home to one of the state's most respected 9-hole courses. Enjoy their restaurant with popular items like a 14-ounce ribeye, 10-ounce sirloin, or chicken fried steak. Open Thursday through Saturday from 5:30 to 10 p.m. Expand your horizons with a trip to Friend Country Club, just 40 minutes southeast of Lincoln. It's worth a visit. Where there's smoke, there's flavor, and there's plenty of it at the Smokehouse at Super Savor and Russ's Market. Award-winning old world recipes made in Lincoln since 1984 with many flavors of smoked sausage and brats to choose from. The Smokehouse has something special for every season: brats and sausages for the grill, beef sticks and beef jerky for snacking, and smoked salmon, smoked turkey, or smoked hams for your holiday feast. Stop by the Smokehouse at Super Savor and Russ's Market today to fulfill your search for real flavor.
Good morning, Breakers. This is Scott Miller from Midwest Bank. When I recently joined Midwest Bank, I was immediately impressed by our exceptional service. My first customer made the switch from a large corporate bank and didn't have to wait in line or call a 1-800 number. We treated him like family. He now visits the bank just to say hello. While other banks go corporate, we stay Nebraska. Visit us at midwest.bank or drop by a branch today. Your community, your bank. Midwest Bank. Member FDIC.
Spring is here, and it's time to wake up Judson. Judson Irrigation is eager and ready to get your sprinkler system up and running for the season. Judson's technicians will check for winter damage, adjust your sprinkler heads, and show you how to set your controller for effective sprinkling coverage. The Judson Irrigation team is here for you. Stay safe.
Keep summer green. Call Judson Irrigation 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Are you looking to find more fairways, hit more greens, and lower your scores? Then it's time for a custom fitting from a Shields certified master fitter. Learning from the world's top fitters at Titleist Performance Institute, Callaway Performance Center, and the Ping Proving Grounds, we have the tools and expertise to match the right clubs to your swing for a more consistent game. Elevate your play today. Visit shields.com/expert fitting to schedule your session.
In a world where Wi-Fi battles rage and bandwidth is never enough, one family dares to connect it all. Work from home, influence all day, stream all night, and game to win. Deadlines, downloads, and dance-offs, all happening under one roof, flawlessly. Can your internet provider do that? Fiber fuel your household at allofiber.com/all-in.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
This
I'm not on drugs. I'm not drunk.
is Early Break. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Connor was able to get the clip of Yaxel Lendeborg's halftime interview with Tracy Wolfson.
Thank you to Connor.
We'll play that here right now. Here's Yaxel Lendeborg with Tracy Wolfson at halftime. Here we go.
You played all 20 minutes.
I feel awful. I feel super weak right now. I can't make anything. Oh, man. I'm trying to push through, obviously, because, it's a championship game and all that. But, man, I'm missing plays that I don't usually miss. I have many opportunities to take advantage of the smaller defender. Haven't been able to do it. I'm going to go in there at half, do as much as I can, and try to feel a lot better and come out here more aggressive.
You played.
All right.
That is like an SNL skit.
Yeah. I
feel terrible, man.
I feel terrible. I'm weak. I'm not making
That is like you see on Saturday Night Live. Play that again.
Okay. Yaxel Lendeborg, Tracy Wolfson at halftime.
You played all 20 minutes.
I feel awful. I feel super weak right now. I can't make anything. Oh, man. I'm trying to push through, obviously, because, it's a championship game and all that. But, man, I'm missing plays that I don't usually miss. I have many opportunities to take advantage of the smaller defender. Haven't been able to do it. I'm going to go in there at half, do as much as I can, and try to feel a lot better and come out here more aggressive.
I feel terrible. I feel weak, but I'm going to keep trying.
Championship game and all that.
It's all that.
Fairly dismissive of the championship
game, yes.
Yaxel, man. Big Ten Player of the Year.
Yeah.
You're playing, you're the face of the program. It's leading at halftime.
Yes.
And you're talking about how you feel weak.
Yeah.
You feel terrible.
So proud of my teammates.
Yeah.
How we're fighting
all
here like
about
that.
me.
I'm a little banged up, but coach has got a plan. I guess it was very much as if it was a Saturday Night Live skit. Yes.
That's what you say.
People
that. Keep saying it sounds like a Key and Peele stuff. Yeah, SNL. What are we doing here, Yaxel?
He must be a really good teammate, though.
Yeah.
But like you said, he's on the Michigan's winning the game, and he's on the bench, just shaking his head,
just like this.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Okay, now here's a thought that occurs. What's the record?
37-3.
I say he's a good teammate. It's easy to be a good teammate when you win every single game.
Yeah.
Right? I wonder what he'd be like on a 14-loss team. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? Doesn't it?
At least pause.
Makes you wonder. They don't lose, so your character doesn't get tested that much. They barely lost to Duke. I don't know what the Purdue score was. Do you remember?
Close loss also.
Yeah. So it wasn't like they're 37-3.
And Wisconsin lost by 3 points at home.
In the tournament, they won by like 20-some every game.
They didn't really have adversity.
No, there wasn't like that.
I wonder what he's like with adversity.
I feel awful. I feel super weak right now. I can't make anything. Oh, man. I'm trying to push through, obviously, because, it's a championship game and all that. But, man, I'm missing plays that I don't usually miss. I have many opportunities to take advantage of the smaller defender. Haven't been able to do it. I'm going to go in there at half, do as much as I can, and try to feel a lot better and come out here more aggressive.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Priceless.
Oh, man. That's where the skit really gets.
Yes, exactly. Now they have ideas.
Tracy Morgan would have a field day with that.
Yeah.
Tracy Morgan would have a field day with that.
Yeah. When Tracy Morgan would do Prime. I'm sorry. It was so good. It was so funny. You get a chance to go back and watch that. That'll change your day too.
Yeah. Listen to that. It'll change your day. Yeah. So he's a great player. Big Ten Player of the Year. I'm not diminishing what he does. And you know what? He does play really hard all the time.
I've not looked at draft projections. Is he seen as a
high
first round lottery pick for sure?
A lot of lottery. Yeah, a lot of lottery. Not high lottery. He's not like, say the BYU guy's name.
Dybonsa?
He's number one. He's number one. He's not.
Boozer's up there as well.
He's not Boozer. He's not Darren Peterson.
Acuff, is he going?
Acuff's high. Those are like the
I heard
top
it
four.
in the interview when I was driving Sunday with Acuff, and it was at the Naismith thing, and they talked to him about the semifinal games, from yesterday, and he's like, "Who won?"
Really?
He didn't watch the game.
Didn't watch it.
Yeah, he goes, actually, I didn't see the score at the end. He said that I didn't watch.
That makes sense.
I didn't watch it.
They gave up 109 points in their loss in the tournament. Arkansas, 109 points to Arizona. 109 in the Sweet 16.
Not great. Not great.
That's Calipari.
Yeah.
Give up 109 points.
What'd they score, 88?
Something like that. High 80s.
It's not great, but that's Arizona. They played. It was up and down game. Wow. I have to come clean. Yaxel, I love Yaxel, so I'm not. You wonder a little bit about him, but not that much. Here's the way he plays. Plays defense hard. And he's a great offensive player. That was interesting. And he did play 36 minutes on a bad knee and ankle.
Now, when they talk about how, like I said, he didn't have it or whatever, his movement, I thought, was remarkable, what I expected to see.
Not bad.
It wasn't bad.
No, not bad.
Yeah, I'm watching him warm up a little bit.
He was limping, though, around.
And I'm watching him move around compared because he couldn't really hardly move on Saturday.
Did you see explosion, though?
No,
I didn't see
that.
explosion.
You can't expect explosion after that.
No.
Yeah. Well, they said he's tired.
I feel weak.
I feel weak.
Terrible. Man, it's the championship game.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So, song of the day and Bill's Thrills is next on Early Break on the Ticket.
Oh, my.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Sometimes good people make mistakes. When you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will defend you in court and protect your freedom to get you the best possible outcome and the justice you deserve. Trust your freedom to Liberty Law Group, the best criminal attorneys in Nebraska and Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
Good morning, Breakers. This is Scott Miller from Midwest Bank. When I recently joined Midwest Bank, I was immediately impressed by our exceptional service. My first customer made the switch from a large corporate bank and didn't have to wait in line or call a 1-800 number. We treated him like family. He now visits the bank just to say hello. While other banks go corporate, we stay Nebraska. Visit us at midwest.bank or drop by a branch today. Your community, your bank. Midwest Bank. Member FDIC.
Spring is the time of new beginnings and trying new things. If you haven't tried Führer's cheese spread yet, the time is now. For parties for St. Patrick's Day and Easter or celebrating the NCAA tournament with friends, there's no better dip to bring everyone together and celebrate something from Nebraska. Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's cheese spread. No event or party is complete without it on your table.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Where there's smoke, there's flavor, and there's plenty of it at the Smokehouse at Super Savor and Russ's Market. Award-winning old world recipes made in Lincoln since 1984 with many flavors of smoked sausage and brats to choose from. The Smokehouse has something special for every season: brats and sausages for the grill, beef sticks and beef jerky for snacking, and smoked salmon, smoked turkey, or smoked hams for your holiday feast. Stop by the Smokehouse at Super Saver and Russ's Market today to fulfill your search for real flavor.
Spring is here, and it's time to wake up Judson. Judson Irrigation is eager and ready to get your sprinkler system up and running for the season. Judson's technicians will check for winter damage, adjust your sprinkler heads, and show you how to set your controller for effective sprinkling coverage. The Judson Irrigation team is here for you. Stay safe.
Keep summer green. Call Judson Irrigation 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Planet Fitness has everything you need to power your progress, so you can give everything you've got, all for just 1 cent down. Whether you want to get the most out of our best-in-class equipment or go all in with free fitness training, our trainers are ready to help you get stronger than ever before. Take your workout to the next level at Planet Fitness. Join the club today for 1 cent down, $15 a month. No commitment. Deal ends Friday, April 10th. You ready? Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet. See Club for details.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today: a slight chance of rain and snow. Otherwise, cloudy skies will be breezy. For the afternoon high near 53. Tonight, mainly cloudy skies, continued breeze, low around 51. And tomorrow, a chance of showers. Otherwise, probably sunny skies, be breezy and warmer, high near 72. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fletcher from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Gentlemen, are you ready for something beyond the ordinary haircut? At Scissors & Scotch Lincoln, they blend your old-school barber feel with your favorite watering hole. Sink into a comfy chair, unwind with a complimentary drink, and let their master barbers handle the rest. It's not just grooming, it's an experience. Whether you're prepping for a big meeting, needing to get cleaned up before family comes to town, or just need a little time to yourself, Scissors & Scotch Lincoln delivers sharp style every time. Book now at Scissors & Scotch in Lincoln, just south of 30th and Yankee Hill Road.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
You love to bash his sports takes.
Now, will you feel like an idiot if you're a big tough? If you're a big tough guy this morning,
But you really love to voice your displeasure for his music choices.
he stumbled on an issue that I did not think would generate this much passion and discussion.
It's time for Jake's questionable song of the day on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Once again, your song today from 1994. You don't know how it feels. Tom Petty, 464-5685. One is bad, 10 is good texture rating on the Sauter Heyman Jewelers song of the day.
Now, was that just Tom Petty or the Heartbreakers with him, Jake?
That was just Tom Petty. That was post Heartbreakers, 1994.
Really?
At least the album just says Tom Petty. Heartbreakers was born in the 70s and early 80s. That was Tom Petty.
Really? How about that?
Now, if they were with him, he does not recognize them.
I did not know that.
I did not know. I didn't know that why didn't I? When did they have this?
Pull up the album.
When did they have this conversation when they said, "Hey, Heartbreakers, step back"?
I'm not sure he did.
When were they asked? Yeah,
I'm not sure that happened
because the Heartbreakers weren't like that popular. It wasn't like they got rid of Ringo or something from the Beatles. It was like just the Heartbreakers.
Jake, easy.
Yeah,
I'm just checking this out real quick.
Yeah.
There's Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
There's other people singing on there. Is that some?
I didn't know he had another band.
Yeah, when did he get? When did
I don't know what the
Tom Petty?
He stopped acknowledging them.
I don't
sometimes.
Tom Petty and the Larson brothers.
Yeah, some guys from Tallahassee.
Yeah,
wherever he's from, Gainesville. His brother lives in Tallahassee.
Still, does Marty see him?
I don't think so. I had that conversation with Marty. I think he's a city administrator. He works for the city.
City administrator.
No, not the city administrator.
This is on the
He works for the city.
It's on the Wildflowers album, and it just says Tom Petty. It doesn't say the Heartbreakers with them.
I just didn't know Tom.
1994.
Are we aware that he got a new band?
I'm not convinced.
I'm not convinced of this either.
But that's not the Heartbreakers.
It might be, but it doesn't
Tom
acknowledge
get
it in the album.
When did Tom get up in arms with the band?
I don't know.
He never
Mike
went
Campbell.
touring with some other.
I know.
Yeah.
I know, but it just says Tom Petty. It doesn't say and the Heartbreakers
I
on
was
some
really
of his.
surprised you went that route.
Yeah.
That was just Tom Petty, not the Heartbreakers.
The 94 album does not mention the Heartbreakers.
Well, that's why
at all.
I brought it up right away. He goes, "Well, this is Tom Petty." I go, hold it. So it's not the Heartbreakers.
It just says Tom Petty for the
band would be
acknowledgement.
playing back with them.
I've never. Let me ask this, Steve. I've never said Tom Petty without saying
and
the Heartbreakers.
And the Heartbreakers.
I've never even had that conversation with people. Well, that was Petty without the Heartbreakers.
Yeah. When they split up and they went solo.
When Petty went solo, that was never a thing.
Never a thing.
I'm just people help me out, Breakers. Am I correct? Why is it just
You got yourself into
I'm not the
Yeah.
pickle. Isn't it? Didn't list the Heartbreakers. It says Tom Petty on this
Tom
one.
Petty went solo,
And we
no
love
one's
the
aware of it.
Heartbreakers, of course. We do love the
The
Heartbreakers.
Heartbreakers right now are really wondering what the hell's going
They're
on.
heartbroken with
What
this
they're thinking is,
conversation.
Tom went solo and never told us.
Some guy in Lincoln had to announce it.
It'll be a big deal.
Jake.
He did a solo album.
Okay.
It's going to be on MTV.
But there was a band with it.
It wasn't the Heartbreakers, though. There's somebody playing that wasn't the
To your
Heartbreakers.
knowledge.
I don't know if I even want to know. My fandom has dropped for Tom Petty, knowing that he went and got his own separate band.
He had a solo
for,
album,
for just like
94.
a weekend and played like a couple of concerts. Yeah, a couple things. One, before I get to the score, I'm astonished from driving that long drive. I went that drive about that I went on Sunday, and I had on 70 station on XM, and it was so remarkable that I couldn't figure out how Jake plays songs or certain people. I'm just like, I've never heard any more songs that were so good. And I was shocked.
Don't do
that.
this.
I know. Well,
I have those thoughts all the time.
And just,
I have played plenty from 70s on XM.
but
He
still,
always has some weird explanation, but
Nation,
there's no reason to double up on songs in this
Earl,
world.
there's never, and we've doubled
I
up
played
a
this
lot.
one before.
You have. I think you played this one before.
Not for many years.
You
That's
have
definitely
played it though, Jake.
If I did, it was pretty
That's my
Bill.
point. Is you've played it. So
I have those thoughts too when I'm listening.
So here's my deal. I want to give it like a 9.2, but without the Heartbreakers, I really can't. So I got to give it like I like it. It's a 7.99. It's a good song, but if no Heartbreakers and he's on his
don't
own,
think it's the
and all of a sudden
Heartbreakers.
he's got his. It's like he's having an affair.
It kind of feels like it a little bit.
It's awkward to me.
Hard.
Yeah,
It's hard to watch those.
yeah.
I'm right on the same page with you. I was going to say 8.02. 8.02. Good song.
Yes.
I mean, you're odd duck. I mean, there's a lot of Petty songs.
I had played a lot of Petty songs.
I know,
I had
but-
played probably 30 of his songs.
That's a good
20.
one. That's art.
Young Connor, he's gonna like it. 801.
Close 813. He says Pleasant on that song.
Yeah.
Connor likes that one.
Ratings from the text line before I get to Bill's Thrills. John and Lincoln 8.8. We have Sledder. Nebraska Sledder says 9.85. I don't know.
Nebraska Sledder.
Either Northeast or Nebraska. It's NE Sledder. So I'm guessing Nebraska Sledder. Lyle in Omaha 9.6. Sandmaster in KC 7.1. Wink in Elkhorn 8. Ryan in California 8.9. Vernon Dakin, 7.6. Jacob Hickman, 2.1.
Wow, down. Almost probably about the Heartbreakers.
Kyle and Hooper says 9.3. What a great start to my 57th birthday today.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Kyle and Hooper. Eric and Hickman,
Logan View,
3.5. Not a Petty fan. Mike and Dalton, 1.
How about
This
that?
is a personal attack at me at this point. I love Tom Petty.
Hooper.
Dustin Waverly, 7.9. Great song. The OG CJ, 4.5. Bill and Bennett, 8.25. Who Clemens, 9! 9 from Birds, like
Highest
a million.
scores ever gave him.
That's a little high.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking, Bird. Good job. Thanks.
Houston, 7.1. Gavin Pender, 7.6. Kevin in Centennial, Colorado, 8.6. Rick and Susie with Huskerland Bulldogs in center.
Get a dog.
7 from them.
High scores, Jake. Pretty much.
Doug in Idaho, 8.99. Jennifer, 5. Hubby, 6. Little low for the household.
Yeah.
Little low. Pat and Waverly, 6.5. Sarah and Fallbrook, 7. Robert Lincoln, 9.13. Big Bird doing fitness in Columbus, 7. And he says not a Tom Petty fan. It's a good score for
Still a pretty good score.
not being a Tom Petty fan.
Fitness.
YouTube before we get to Bill's Thrills. Let's see what we have. Bolt 8.5, Caleb 9.2, BWD 7.8, Nels Montana 8, Nashville Husker 8.9, Genghis 9.5, Troy 9.1. Song of the day was You Don't Know How It Feels, Tom Petty, 1994.
Thank you. Speaking of fitness, real quick before we get to Bill's, so
Go ahead.
Katrinka accosted me yesterday at Planet Fitness and took aim at you and I.
Whoa.
For not returning texts. Katrinka, we apologize. I told her I'd apologize publicly. Bill, would you please offer your
Yes,
public?
I'll follow up on that. You know our passion for Petrinka. Yeah.
I know that I have passion.
Friendship.
Friendship. That's
Right.
it.
She's we feel very strongly about Petrinka being
What
part
did
of
we
the
not
show.
would not return texts on? I don't know.
I don't know. She hammered me publicly in front of people.
This is about us going to Ashland, to Greenwood for wings.
For chicken.
Yeah. She's
For
honest.
fried chicken.
She's been honest for that.
She mentioned that. It's time.
It's come up often.
At
about
the saloon
once,
there or what?
I don't know. About once
I've been
every
there before.
Fried chicken.
Once every 10 days we get a text from Petrinka about you want to get fried chicken.
I think it's called like the Uptown Saloon, something like that.
I think so.
I've been there before for a hamburger.
Yeah.
It was
Okay.
good. It was good.
Thank hamburger. How about you? I'll have a hamburger.
I've been there for a hamburger.
Let's have a
It was good.
hamburger. Want cheese on it? No,
It
just
was
a hamburger.
no cheese. Definitely no cheese in my hamburger.
Really?
Ever. Nope.
No.
You don't do
No.
the cheeseburger.
Ruins the burger.
Yeah, that's my dad.
Just
Well, not-
destroys it.
I-
Just
I
destroys
always
the
do a
hamburger.
cheeseburger. My dad's like, no, hamburger.
Go
Get that
either.
cheese off that thing.
All right, we better do Bill's Throws
It's
right
time.
now.
Let's get it going right now. Bill's Thrills.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the morel mushroom bonanza.
Oh, yeah.
we
This is
need it.
bonanza?
Mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. You see, I sent it to you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break.
As always, Bill's Thrills sponsored by our friends at Diner Contracting.
Randy!
The king of remodels for your kitchen, bathroom, whole house, and more. Please call or
Always.
text Randy at 402-417-5204. Diner Contracting.
He's busy. He's going. But now he's very much into Husker baseball and softball.
Yes, he is.
But so he's very
Is he?
multi. Oh
He
yeah,
goes to all of them.
He doesn't miss anything. And everything's done first class. It's all Airbnbs too. He travels and he gets Airbnbs. That's his number one thing.
Wow.
Yes.
Randy went to Wichita State on the way down to the Oklahoma
Yeah.
City Regional.
So he's a big that fan too.
He's that guy. Yeah, he is. He is that guy. So anyway, I thought I would bring something up.
Okay.
Please.
We didn't get a chance to hit on. We hit on it briefly yesterday. TD
Oh yes.
set everyone free. TD set everyone free.
Right. Thank you.
Tony Davis from Tecumseh. Tony, obviously, R.I.P. A very good friend of me and Sips. Jake, did you know TD
Yes,
very
I
well?
did know
know
Tony.
him.
Yeah.
Because he came on our show.
Yeah. I saw him at
and
the
he
golf
was-
tournament last year, too.
But he's a spirit animal. And when I say set you free, the day got better and the room changed every time TD walked in. Every time. If he walked in that door right now, the entire room and that big sip. Hey, Jake. And Bushman. So I went back and read a bunch of his texts last night. I went back to our text thread and just went through stuff like that and things that he had texted. And it was just fun to kind of go. And guess what? Everyone's there going, oh man, that's a hard text. That was tough. That was, TD's mad at me. No, No, everyone is spirited. It just is just, and I had a chance to work with them.
That you did that.
Oh, so I told you the walkabout, right? So Jerry Ganowski.
You and Jerry did that.
Jerry finds me outside of the theater after that. I loaded the team up, and we went over to what's the place right over here? The piano place.
You'll get it.
Come on, Jake.
Still open?
No, not still open.
Oh, the
sidetrack.
Sidetrack.
Good job.
So we're in the
Sidetrack
sidetrack
saloon
before we play Colorado, and it's mayhem.
Year approximately.
About 92, probably.
Early
About 92 is a night game we're going to play them at. They brought the lights in. They brought the portable lights in. So it was like electric for this game, right? And this is the game I think we beat them like 50-something to 7.
Ooh.
Calvin Jones had a long run in that game.
They had one of those little Detmers playing.
Yeah, and it was
quarterback. He
unbelievable.
couldn't grip the ball.
So we get in there. So me and Jerry just kind of in the back, me and Jerry having a drink.
You and Jerry Gadowski.
And we're not
Do
trying
you
to
understand that he's a legend too?
Yes. Well, he's the Big 8 Offensive Player of the Year.
You and
Jerry. And there's me.
You and Gadowski.
So
that would have freaked me out.
Friday night, hidden back.
Wow, you nailed the score by 52-7 is correct, Bill.
57.
Nice job.
So we're in the back there, and all of a sudden the place is going nuts. All of a sudden, then they always play the fight song. The place goes nuts. And let's bring up the running back. One of the running back coaches, Tony Davis, and TD appears. TD appears onto the stage at sidetrack.
TD,
and he gets the fight song going, and it was just, and we're
gravelly voice.
We're standing back there. Me and Jerry also goes, TD's up on stage. Just started laughing. It was so great. Next day we saw him like, TD, nice job. He goes, you guys were there? Like, we're just in the back. But back then, guess what? No,
I can hear.
Oh,
you guys were there.
You guys were there.
Probably didn't think anybody was there.
No, I thought no one was there. You guys were there. We were there. And then
we saw it all.
But guess who else talked about it? Nobody. There's no film of it. There's no anything of it.
There's no Facebook.
You
live.
had to be there. Yeah, there's no Facebook Live. You had to be there to see TD up on stage with the fight song before we played Colorado. God, what a thing of beauty.
You guys were there.
God, he was. So you go through all the playing time and the things he did. And I was texting with Dr. Heiser yesterday about TD because they played together. And so we were talking about that. And I said,
oh, yeah.
And I said, that was who I was on Saturday afternoons of the Nerf ball. I was Tony Davis.
Yep.
And then he just wanted that hair.
Yep.
You wanted that hair so bad. Number 25.
Oh, he was something else, Jake.
Yeah.
He was a terror.
Yeah.
But he did have long flowing hair.
He's the one who graduated me then to I Am Hip and Jarvis Redwine.
Yeah.
As far as like the next set of backs that
100.
came through.
He was kind of almost like the first he was not the first one, but in our era he was.
Yeah. And he's from Tecumseh. And he went, remember now he moved from tailback to full. Then he goes and plays in the NFL, Bengals and Tampa
Bay.
And played 7-8 years, whatever, in the NFL.
Good career.
Yeah, good career in the NFL.
Has tremendous John McKay.
Yeah.
Is it John McKay?
John McKay.
Tremendous John McKay stories.
And every story he told was epic because Tony had when someone says you lived a full life, he lived a full life.
I'm sure he did. And he was very family oriented.
Yes, very family oriented. But the thing about him is I'll never remember not one thing about. I remember that run you made in the Sugar Bowl. I remember the run you made this. I remember this happening. I really don't. I remember the runs, some of the things. I go back and watch them. But I just remember the value here is the spirit animal of a person.
That's a good point.
Because that's all you remember. All I remember from Tony is, yes, he played football. And then I just washed that kind of away. Because with that spirit then, what he brought every day, just down the hallway like that, and he had a walk. Tony also had a walk. We don't have a walk.
No.
We just walk.
Yeah.
Tony had a walk.
He definitely had a walk.
He had kind of a walk. As a little.
You have a walk by the way, but Tony definitely had a walk.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the only thing I remember is about Tony. We had many, many discussions, and sometimes they were football oriented about Nebraska and what was going wrong. But we never got into it because Tony, you know me, I will get into it. But Tony would always just, I don't know, he would get a way of diffusing a heated conversation. He didn't want to get into that.
No.
He was too good of a guy, in my opinion. I mean, or the friendship was too valuable that we weren't going to jeopardize it over a dumb loss to UCLA or something, you know. I mean, he's just a good dude.
Also shows you how short life is. I look back through our text messages. They didn't go back that long ago.
I know.
And we had great text messages. We had great text messages just months ago.
Hey, Bill, you're at the age, as am I I go through my phone, and there's a lot of people that are no longer with us. They're still in my phone.
Oh, absolutely.
That drives me. I hate it. I mean, there's a lot of people on my phone that aren't alive.
I'm kind of bummed. I'm really bummed, like with TD, that I didn't save a voice message with him. I'd like to have saved a voice message.
Oh, my God. That's a great picture.
Tony was at the Amon Green golf tournament last year. And
I want to see this picture, Bill.
Yeah.
Me and Tony took a selfie together.
That's an amazing, picture.
Last June at Wilderness Ridge.
Look at Jake.
Me and Tony took a selfie.
That's an amazing picture.
That was last year.
TD set everyone free. Anything from the text line, Jake?
A lot of people say, Tony was great. RIP. Missed him. Great runner. Great memories of Tony Davis is kind of the gist of the text line here.
Tough runner.
If you were with him, and especially I had a chance to work with him
That's
every day.
amazing.
So every day, and like I said, and I would be in his office because my first job I was working for free. So when I was a volunteer, I didn't have any place. I didn't work there, so I didn't have any place to go. There was no one like, well, Bill, let's get you a desk. So guess what? TD's like, just come in here. Come in here. Come in this office here. There's plenty of room. Just move that over. Just move that over.
That's
here. And he'd be like going, I'll get you a chair.
That's him.
I'll get you a chair. And he got me a chair. So I then had a place to at least when I came in every day, I had a place to sit down.
Thanks to TD.
Thanks to TD. TD got me in my chair, got me all set up, and he's like, don't worry about it.
Not everybody's like that.
No, and everybody's like, there was kind of, what do you mean? Okay, yeah, whatever. He's like, no.
Find your own spot.
Good text here from Joe in Boulder, friend of the show, says, I got to meet Tony several times. He was a local avid golfer like me. I was so happy to tell him he was the star of the first game I ever went to, 1974, Nebraska, Oklahoma State. Wow. Joe in Boulder.
Thank you, Joe.
Also,
avid golfers.
Tony was the one.
Golfer, yeah.
We're in the press box. It had been about 90, maybe it was. You can check the score. We're playing Kansas at Kansas, and we're getting beat like 14. We're getting beat at Kansas like 14-0.
Yeah.
Door to the press box booms open. In comes Devaney. Bob Devaney. What the hell is going on? Tony diffused it.
Did he?
TD was the one going, Coach, we're all right. So
that's Tony.
So Tony talked to Bob.
That's
and
Tony.
Everybody else kind of stayed focused with what was going on.
That's him.
It was Tony Samuel, George Darlington.
He's
we're all
that guy.
And all of a sudden, Bob, just imagine me now. At this point in time, I'm just a volunteer. I don't even work there. And the doors open, and I got Tony Davis talking to Devaney right behind me.
You could do this all day.
It was just, and he.
This is what year do you think?
I think it's about 1990. Yeah. Check the scores. Go back and check. And then we ended up winning it like 50-something to 14 or something like that. But
Devaney came in.
He burst in
mid-game,
mid-first quarter.
It surprises me a little bit.
Just not happy.
Tony, I can totally see Tony getting up and saying, Bob, we're fine.
We're fine. And he handled it. Oh, guys.
TD was one of those guys who cared so deeply about the program. When things were going wrong, he'd always call and say, I need the coach's number.
Yeah.
I need to talk to the coach. Can you get me to the coach? And there's probably 4 or 5 times where I got him to the coach. And because he did deeply care.
Absolutely.
And he thought he could help. He probably could, actually.
Bill, the headline one more time, please.
TD set everyone free.
God,
nice
job.
Bill's Thrills.
We could go back to that later.
Diner Contracting. Hour 2 is next. We got some Fred Hoiberg audio from yesterday. We'll just hear that next on Early Break in the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Spring is the time of new beginnings and trying new things. If you haven't tried Führer's cheese spread yet, the time is now. For parties for St. Patrick's Day and Easter or celebrating the NCAA tournament with friends, there's no better dip to bring everyone together and celebrate something from Nebraska. Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's cheese spread. No event or party is complete without it on your table.
Anderson Ford in Lincoln has 2 convenient locations, which means 2 times the customer service, 2 times the inventory, and 2 times the ability to get you in the car of your dreams. Whether you visit us on the north side or the south side, you'll find more selection and a team that's always on your side. When you're looking for a better way to buy your next Ford, visit Anderson Ford in Lincoln, where exceptional service meets unbeatable selection.
Sometimes good people make mistakes. When you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will defend you in court and protect your freedom to get you the best possible outcome and the justice you deserve. Trust your freedom to Liberty Law Group, the best criminal attorneys in Nebraska and Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
Graham Tire presents life's greatest adventures.
Okay, buddy, here we go. Just keep your eye on the ball. All right, just swing right through it. Yeah, good job. Way to go. Hey, run it out. Okay.
Great road trips start with great service. Graham Tire, your tire store next door, with 5 convenient Lincoln locations, getting you to the places that matter most.
Some people are looking to buy their very first home. Others are looking to build. And some are refinancing to make what they have work a little better. But the one thing they all need? A personal guide through the mortgage process. At Pinnacle Bank, our local lenders work closely with you to find the right kind of loan and the best rates possible. Because every path home deserves someone by your side. Find your lender today with Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you tired of living in pain? At Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, they make it simple. From head to toe, spine to extremities, they've got you covered. Their multi-specialty team of experts in orthopedic surgery, plastic surgery, podiatry, physical therapy, and occupational therapy all work under one roof to get you back to living life pain-free. Don't wait another day. Visit prairie-ortho.com today or call them at 402-489-4700. Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, where healing begins.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at gainatrucking.com. MWR, a local company of Lincoln, is proud to announce they are able to offer their own post-frame building packages in metal to anyone desiring a building, whether you're a contractor or a DIYer. They can install your building as always, and they offer multiple different rib profiles and loads of color options, including the wood grain metal at great competitive prices. You can inquire at mwrbuildingandfence.com or just draw your desired building and submit it in their contact us page, and they'll get back to you. Call MWR today at 402-540-8966.
Mike, the insurance company wants us to replace the roof.
Wait, what? I thought everything was fine.
Yeah, it says right here our roof is too old and they won't be able to cover us anymore.
I guess it is 15 years old. Hi, I'm Austin with Roofing Service Company. We help homeowners with their roofing and siding projects. Financing options are available, and we can get you under a new roof, no time at all. If this sounds like you, visit roofingservicecompany.com. That is roofingservicecompany.com.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Pinnacle Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers. I'm not the Texans, and I'm not the Titans, so I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Tuesday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 2 sponsored by our friends at Pinnacle Bank, who have a special mortgage loan promo going right now for the Breakers, now through June 30th, when you apply for a mortgage loan or a home refi and close with Chris Lauer, Adam Linson, or Marlon Lyon at Pinnacle Bank. You can get a golf package at Tatanka Golf Club, which is a round of golf for 4 Cart rentals and a one-night, 2-room hotel stay at Ohia Casino, or $250 towards your closing costs. Please call Chris, Adam, or Marlon at 402-434-3105. Mention the code BREAKERS. Pinnacle Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Tell you what, Jake, if that cash starts coming in, make a list. Everyone should make a list. The Breakers should make a list of what they're going to do with that fund money. What's their plan? Yeah, when you get all of a sudden, it's like, hey, we're refining this. This is they can map it all out. Here's the money you're going to save over this amount of time. You're like, okay,
go to that restaurant on top of Harris.
Yeah, that's the first thing I would do.
have you been there since the one time?
Well, I was looking at it last night.
You thought about it?
Well, yeah, I wanted to go tonight, but it's not open. Not open. It's not open on Mondays and Tuesdays.
Oh,
would you tell the Breakers to face Iowa or Nebraska?
The skyline of Omaha.
The skyline of Omaha.
Very romantic. Get a booth.
I see it.
Get a booth.
Get a look at that new railway getting built down there, downtown Omaha.
It's gonna take forever to finish that.
Yeah,
just tearing apart downtown.
See that
should be done for the I think the 37 World Series.
2037.
Give it 10 more years.
CWS. Does the contract run that long? Does the contract run that long?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I don't know. Okay, so you want to get to Fred
yes.
Hoiberg?
Yes. The Pinnacle Bank. 464-5685. Call or text as always. Fred Hoiberg did meet with media yesterday.
I wonder what time
Wrapping
that was.
up, it was about noon or so. He met with media. Wrapping up the season, getting ahead of the portal. Here is Hoiberg just reflecting on the season, proud of the journey from Fred Hoiberg yesterday with media.
I don't know if the loss will ever wear off completely. It's, but when you do look back at it, there's a lot to be proud of. And I've really tried to leave the guys alone. I've seen them over at training table. I was in Indianapolis for 24 hours and have had messages and conversations with a lot of the guys. And we'll have a team meeting on Thursday just to talk about the rest of the semester. But yes, when you talk to the guys, I think they are really proud of what they accomplished. And I talked a lot about being able to share this journey with as good a fan base as there is in the country. And, our guys loved it. They loved the support that they got. A lot of firsts in the program. I know we've talked a lot about that, but the biggest ones were getting that tournament win and building off that. And, now the next step is continuing to be here. And I know I talked about this. We can't wait 5, 6, 7 years for this to happen again. And, I feel really good about where we're at going into the off season. And I'm confident that we're going to add some more very important pieces so we can be in the same situation where we're competing for Big Ten championship. And, we led a game for 38 minutes to get to the Elite Eight. Unfortunately, didn't close it out. So, there's a lot to build on. And our guys absolutely 100% should be very proud of what they've accomplished. And I know they are. And talking to them, when you look back on it, as disappointing as that last game was, a lot to be proud of over the course of the year.
Oh, God. I mean, now the conversation is so much different. I mean, in some ways healthier because we no longer do that thing where just win one game. I mean, just get that monkey off your back. No, that's over. That is way over now. Now it's how much further can you advance? I mean,
further advance, and then how many years in a row consistently?
Yep.
Like right now, what's your thoughts? Do you think Illinois and Purdue will be in the tournament next year?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, it's like
absolutely
every year. It's like if it's not, it's 1 out of 10 that they're not, and there's some one-off, some weird thing happens. But they're in the tournament.
Yep.
And so,
especially with 76 teams,
which
we haven't talked about, it's going to 76.
I know.
Which might end my sports
permanent.
career.
It's a permanent.
It might end it. If there's anything you want to fight harder, that would be the one, and it's embarrassing. But
anyway,
the point being is just that how you have to be in it now consistently every year, like you said. Like, well, we're on the bubble. I didn't know if there's even a bubble anymore.
The bubble.
I don't really want to hear.
Now.
I don't want to hear about the bubble.
I don't either.
Because now the team
Indiana was on the bubble.
The team you can hear on the bubble right now, like that. They won 4 conference games. You got to consider them. Right. You got to consider them at least.
They're 1-10 in quad ones.
Yeah, that's a good
one
quad win. What else do you need?
Joke.
Yeah.
Anyway, hey, before you go, Fred.
Yeah.
This is what I was talking about yesterday. You guys will be interested in this. So Pete Nakos, guys, you know who Pete Nakos is.
On
right?
3.
Yeah. He talks to a lot of people, and he talked to a lot of people, insiders in college basketball. The golden price point for a roster for next season is 12 to 15 million. Okay. That's okay. That's not, doesn't freak you out. Fred's roster's probably what the prevailing wisdom, it's in the 8 million range. So it's not golden price point, but it's not that far from it. Tennessee, for instance, spent 8.5 million this year on its Elite 8 roster. So now they're going to go, according to NACO, so they'll probably jump to 10 million. All these numbers are suspect in a way, but I think the 8 million number is not suspect. But so all I'm saying is Nebraska's not that far off. They're in this next tier of 8 million to 10 million. So they're not far off. The BYU's that, Providence is that, Texas A&M is that, Iowa's that, Louisville's that. I think Nebraska's in the same realm. The question I would have, if I could put Hoiberg and or Dan and Troy on a lie detector, my first question, or one of them, would be, can you get to 10 million if you want to? Could you get to 10
I
million?
want you to think how much fun that would be if we had lie detector administration day. That'd be lie detector administration day. We're going to have an administrator in from Nebraska.
I think Tom Osborne put himself on a lie detector once during the Booker Brown controversy. I think Tom put himself, somebody will remember that. I think Tom volunteered to do a lie detector. Anyway.
That would be fun to see, wouldn't it? Right here on the show.
He's sweating.
But anyway, Nebraska's not far off in any way. And now we're just all waiting till tomorrow when
today.
I guess
today's the 7th.
Well, today's the 7th, but the visitors won't arrive till probably 3 days later when the dead period's in. So we'll see what the visitors look like. What else is Fred?
What are they looking for in the portal? Fred Hoiberg yesterday.
Yeah, a lot of it is, first of all, they have to fit the culture. They have to fit the group, with the group of guys that we're going to have coming back, and that's been very important. We've had really, good players, obviously, but they've also been a group of guys that have lived up to the daily standard that we set for our players. So that's number one. You do a lot of background work to see if they're the right type of kid to bring in here, so we can continue to have a fan base that can be proud of what they're seeing out there on the floor. And then they have to fit. They have to fit the way that we want to play. We've always tweaked based on, the roster. There's some that really try to fit them into the exact system, but we've always adjusted based on the skill set of our players. Obviously a lot of this is going to revolve around Price and Braden and, getting Connor, back and, several of the other players, Kale and, but it's important to get a group that fits with those guys, BK, all those guys. And, but yes, we feel good about the group, and putting the right players in with the guys that we have coming back is very important.
BK?
Burke.
Burke. Okay. Yeah, that's the core. Connor, Frager, Sanford, Burke. Who else? Jake.
You said
Jacobson.
Jacobson.
Did I say Jacobson?
Jacobson.
Yeah, that's the core. They got a good core. It's just all about who you put around them.
Nothing jumped out more than listening this morning driving in about Michigan, and it's true. There was rosters that were more money or just as moneyed.
Oh yeah,
and their selflessness, so their ability to come together and say, "I'm going to sacrifice. I may not be points, rebounds, time, whatever it is. I'm going to sacrifice for the goodness of the team." That doesn't happen all the time.
No, it doesn't.
And
you got to give Dusty May a lot of credit.
You got to give him a lot of credit. And guess what they probably did is that they had enough research in there that they had that spirit in them. Because to think that they took just a bunch of individuals that only cared about themselves, and they sat down and they had a conversation, and then they decided to all care about each other. That's not
just
true.
don't hope for the best.
Just don't hope for the best. So somewhere there was some sort of narrative there that this person or these players also had another quality to them, which means they were willing to give up whatever they had to give up for the wellness of the team.
I don't think there's any question about that. The only question I have in my mind goes back to what we were saying. What would it have been like if they had true adversity, which we'll never know because they never had it.
No,
that group of 5 guys that transfers, they never had.
Now I will say this: when you put the film on, it was like they were better than everybody. I mean, they were just
especially at the end of the season
and the start of the season. The start and the
but I think they went through a stretch like when they played Nebraska where they weren't quite,
and they still won.
Yeah.
They went 37-3. 19-1 in conference play.
They're one of the best teams.
Was it
ever.
great? I think it's 5 teams in the Elite 8 for the Big Ten. Is that what it was, or 4?
Okay, Bill, let's do this.
They went 19-1 in that conference.
Let's do this while we got some names for
in
you.
the league.
We got some names for you, though.
Okay.
That Duke team of 01. Now, this is not a slam dunk. Who's better? That was Carlos Boozer. Remember Carlos Boozer?
Carlos Boozer.
Remember him?
Yeah.
Do you remember Chris Duhon?
Yep.
Remember
Good guard.
Jason Williams?
Yep. Yes.
Remember Shane Battier?
Hey.
Good player.
Yeah.
Remember Mike Dunleavy?
Yeah.
3-point
Okay,
shooter.
who's better?
I don't know.
Be a good
Close.
game. Be a good
Close.
game.
That's
It'd be
close
incredible.
now.
But if someone says, "Oh yeah, Duke wins that," oh
I
yeah,
don't
Michigan
know.
wins. No,
I don't
I'm
know
not,
if I do
I'm
that.
not saying that
Nope,
either.
I'm
but
not doing that.
It gets down to when you get to the say anything else. When you try and pick the greatest team ever, there's about 3 to 4, and then you just need to be just like leave it at that.
Yeah.
Just leave it.
I'm
at
not
that.
gonna.
There's no reason to go through this whole breakdown of
No.
who would be at that.
Because you don't know. There's no answer.
You don't know, but and both sides, toughness, grit, defend,
Oh,
all
God,
those
though.
things to it.
Michigan in that game last night was scary on defense in the second half. Scary.
Yeah, if you took that Duke team, the UNLV team, Michigan team, pick one more, and someone says, "Okay, we're just gonna draw." And Busch, you got Michigan. I wouldn't be like, "Oh man,"
I wouldn't.
I'd be like, "Sounds good to me."
Yeah.
It sounds good
Let's
to
roll.
me. All right, let's go. I'll take.
I
a
want
shot.
Yaxel healthy though.
Yeah,
Healthy Yaxel.
yeah, we know.
No
He's
bad
not. He's
ankle.
gonna- he will let you know.
It's not mental.
He'll let you know for sure.
Non-mental Yaxel. Yaxel is a great player.
Yes. One more from Fred at all? Or
Yeah,
not?
yeah, yeah.
Price Sanford update from Fred Hoiberg yesterday.
Yeah, Price had a doctor's appointment this morning, and it confirmed what I think we already knew, is that he's going to have surgery to repair his sports hernia, and he will have that surgery in the next couple days. And as far as an exact timeline, we don't know exactly what it is until they go in there and see the severity of the hernia. So, the good thing is he should be back once we start our summer workouts, when we get rolling again with our guys in June.
He played 9 games with that,
He played well.
and they averaged 18.2.
You would never know he was hurting, right?
9
You
games.
should-
Not really, no.
You guys were courtside. Did you ever see he was
No.
in pain? at
No,
all?
you would not have. You're right. You'd not have known.
You guys were up close and personal.
He wasn't practicing much during that stretch. He was getting treatment.
Can I get that in PBA? I wonder if Morrow can do that for me. I'd like to have those same seats. I really enjoyed
Which
that. I'm sitting right courtside.
No, they don't exist. Well, they do, but they're chair backs. There's no table.
I want to. Yeah,
There's no table.
No, I want the table.
Yeah, you won't. Okay, now hold
I want
on.
to sit by Keith Zimmer.
You wouldn't want to sit. I wouldn't want to sit courtside on those soft seats because you're too visible.
Oh no! Someone said
Too
you can,
visible.
You can sit courtside. No,
No.
I like kind of the table
Yeah.
where I was at. I just kind of slumped over a little
Yeah.
bit. No, I don't want anything to do with sitting courtside.
I wouldn't think you would.
No, that would
You
be,
and Laura walking
Yeah.
in like with the game started already.
Yeah,
and
it
here
did
comes
also.
Bill.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because my seat's right here. Excuse me.
yeah.
No, I'm not doing that. I would not do it. It's too you're too out in the open. I'd want to be back a few rows for sure. But where our seats were,
You guys were living like
Wow.
kings.
It was a wow.
I just laughed.
Yeah.
I
we
chuckled.
weren't on TV. We didn't want to be
No.
on TV. You didn't want that. We are perfect. God,
In the
what
tournament.
we got
Front row
so
seats.
lucky.
3
Yeah.
times in a row.
3 times in a row.
We'll always have that memory of going to Oklahoma City and Houston and having front row seats.
And
See, it's a
I
couple
saw the
wins.
shot go in and out from Vanderbilt from the floor, sitting right next to my buddy from Kansas City.
Yep.
That was incredible too.
We got to get him on the show, too.
Yeah, what's
we
his
had Brad
name?
Sturdy on from
Yeah.
Illinois. We got to get the Kansas guy on.
Yeah, I'll get him on.
Sturdy.
We're friends now on Facebook.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Olds.
Yes.
Olds.
Elders.
He's an old.
Elders.
Yeah, elders.
There's your update.
Anything
from
on my FFA
Fred
jacket?
Hoiberg.
out
Had
there
nothing
at all?
yet. Just a
Am I-
bunch of AI
Where
pictures
is
of you
that?
in it, though.
Yeah.
Where's
that?
AI? Where's your jacket?
I want that. I really want that jacket.
Denim jacket.
Yes. Honorary member. Honorary elder.
Fred's got it. Fred's got a huge period coming up, and the world's watching what he does in the portal.
Watching closely.
A point guard, a center, and probably
He can do it.
a stretch.
Don't put it
thing-
past him.
The good thing is you don't know, but the good thing is this: no matter what happens, it'll be good. So no matter who they sign, if they sign 4 people, if you just do your math, everybody's going to. What are the comments going to be? really good.
Fred knows what he's doing.
It's going to be really good. It's not going to be like going, I don't know if we hit on this one. I don't know about this one. It's going to be. It's going to be
on that. Hold on.
It'll be very.
Hold on, big horse.
Yeah, it's going to be very positive.
When we come back, there is a new head coach at North Carolina. I'll tell you who it is.
Great
next
job by them
on Early Break in the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Pinnacle Bank on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
You started your business to build something special. Now it's time to grow and protect it. At Pinnacle Bank, our treasury management services help you do just that. Through smarter payment technology, account administration, and fraud protection. So no matter the size of your business, you can get the most out of your financial operations. Request your free consultation at pinbank.com/consult. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
Anderson Ford in Lincoln has 2 convenient locations, which means 2 times the customer service, 2 times the inventory, and 2 times the ability to get you in the car of your dreams. Whether you visit us on the north side or the south side, you'll find more selection and a team that's always on your side. When you're looking for a better way to buy your next Ford, visit Anderson Ford in Lincoln, where exceptional service meets unbeatable selection.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread's Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread's Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
Looking for the right utility tractor for your acreage? Find it at Landmark Implement. Shop our selection of used John Deere compact tractors from 1 through 5 series with the power and versatility to track mowing, yard work, snow removal, and more. For a limited time, get 2.9% financing for 36 months, followed by 6.2 for 24 months with approved credit. We've got the right fit for your property and your budget. Stop by your local Landmark Implement or visit us online at landmarkimp.com today and experience the Landmark difference.
Are you tired of living in pain? At Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, they make it simple. From head to toe, spine to extremities, they've got you covered. Their multi-specialty team of experts in orthopedic surgery, plastic surgery, podiatry, physical therapy, and occupational therapy all work under one roof to get you back to living life pain-free. Don't wait another day. Visit prairie-ortho.com today or call them at 402-489-4700. Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, where healing begins.
A membership with John Henry's will fast track you to front-of-the-line service, seasonal tune-ups, and far fewer unexpected moments. That means no breakdowns, no waiting on a call, and no nonsense. It's consistent care that prevents small issues from turning into big bills. Join the Comfort Club and get VIP treatment 365 days a year with 24-hour priority response, member-only discounts, and peace of mind on your home's most expensive systems. Call John Henry's.
John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
And Electrical. MWR, a local company of Lincoln, is proud to announce they are able to offer their own post-frame building packages in metal to anyone desiring a building, whether you're a contractor or a DIYer. They can install your building as always, and they offer multiple different rib profiles and loads of color options, including the wood grain metal at great competitive prices. You can inquire at mwrbuildingandfence.com or just draw your desired building and submit it in their contact us page, and they'll get back to you. Call MWR today at 402-540-8966.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Copple Chevrolet GMC, and we are very excited to announce our spring sales event happening now at Copple. We have 0% financing or up to $13,000 off select GMC and Chevrolet inventory. You heard that right, 0%. or 13,000 off select inventory. We'd love to see you at the store or check us out online at koppelcars.com. Folks, this is really confident buying and confident driving. Stock number C127238 and G1739777 with approved credit.
Bauer Underground has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know that the best workers in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and a pedigree of success. They're offering top-notch benefits, a matching 401k, and a $600 per year clothing allowance. Bauer Underground, a family-friendly company with plenty of room for advancement.
We're on the air.
Back.
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
To more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you looking for a new way to put your skills to work?
I am.
For new options in the fintech industry.
Finance.
At Currency, a Sandhills global company. They have full-time spots in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. Also, a 4.5-day work week, attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more today. And again, they need salespeople at Currency. It's growing like crazy.
Whatever your profession is right now, you're qualified for Currency.
Seriously?
Whatever your profession is right now, Carson made that very clear that how the Peds would like to work with you. So you don't have to come in like one and apologize. Well, I'm a school teacher. Not my deal. No, not a problem.
Don't care.
Yeah, don't care. No, we'll train you. What they want is some energy. That's what they want. They want workers. Not that. They want Tony Davises. That's what they want. Spirit animals. People.
Farley's.
Those guys always get it done.
Farley could go out there.
The competitive spirit always gets it done. So sometimes people just write themselves off. Steve, you and me could work for, how about suit and tie every day out there with the Peds? We'd figure it out. We'd find a way.
Mm-hmm.
We'd be good. Sit right next to Jim Hansen.
That's interesting too. You don't have to have a sales background.
No, don't need it. What you need is a work ethic.
Yeah.
You gotta know how to do PowerPoint.
Do you think
they could train
I don't
you
think
if
you're
you have
doing a
to.
lot of PowerPoints. I don't think like every day I have to get 20 people together to do a PowerPoint.
Whip that PowerPoint up.
Yeah. Get that baby out. Yeah.
Farley, by the
can
way,
do a PowerPoint.
Horrible take.
What do you say? Oh.
All-time bad. Well, not all-time bad.
I snapped right away. I'm glad Steve did too.
He said the 1989 Michigan team's better than
Glenn
Michigan.
Rice and who else?
Ramil Robinson.
Never heard of him.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Oh, wow.
Ramil's
Hey,
good.
hey, listen, easy.
I was born in
Easy.
91. I don't remember him.
Hey, no, Ramil Robinson. Wow.
I just don't think they're that.
I know
team
Glenn
is
Rice.
tough and deep as.
But very good team. But no, I would not take that team at any stretch. And
Bill.
no one's saying that either.
Farley is.
Yes.
Now it was Ramil Robinson, Glenn Rice, Loy Vaught, Terry Mills. Okay, that's pretty good.
I don't know those guys besides Glenn Rice.
Sean Higgins. That's No, not as good.
I'll take this team.
Yeah. This team's tougher.
Glenn Rice was really good, but
Rice could shoot.
He was really good. I know that, but I don't know those other guys.
It was
at all.
kind of funny when they showed like teams of the past. So the big thing at Michigan was they during the Final Four, they had all the Fab Five. And they had them all. They had headsets on. I think they were doing like a broadcast.
Yes, they were. Yep.
They got them together.
But the team that won it all in '89 is like, I don't even know who you guys are.
You're not the Fab Five.
Fab Five never won it. But
You're right. You don't talk about the
Don't
Michigan.
talk about
89
the
team. They actually did win it.
Did they actually? Oh, by the
Beat
way,
Illinois for the title.
Just FYI, we did win a national championship with a interim coach. Think about that. We won a title with the interim coach at Michigan. What do you guys think about it? You guys getting together? Nah, if you guys want to, you can get together. Just pay your own way and
We're more interested in the Fab Five.
Yeah, we don't have any interest in really. You guys won it. That's cool, but no can do as far as interest from the university.
It's interesting.
It's interesting for sure.
Ward Manuel chalks up another one.
Ward Manuel going on the broadcast with a sport coat and hoodie
Yes.
underneath it, which is, you see guys do that.
Well, style has changed a lot. It's very odd right now. What passes as wearable in
I want
society.
you to think about this. You're at the University of Michigan, and no more than 3 to 4 months ago, their head coach had to be escorted out of the building. Football coach. Then he got arrested, thrown in jail. The next day, they had video of him getting his first court appearance from a video conference, and he'd been arrested, and he'd lost his job, and then there was a mistress, and a lot of things going on. And then 3 or 4 months later, the basketball team wins it all.
And Sharon Moore's just forgotten.
Once if you're the
we moved
AD,
on from Sharon Moore.
Once you go to Kyle Whittingham and just say, keep it stable.
Yes, just no, we don't need anything. I heard something the other day that said, if you put this out there, if you wrote it in a book, no one would believe the narrative. It's like, there's this guy named Connor Stallions.
And
he's going to be on the sidelines at Central Michigan in Central Michigan gear, and he works for Michigan, but he's going to be in sunglasses, and he's going to be stealing signs. Is that okay? And then this whole process of all the things that went down, head coach suspended. I mean, you couldn't make that up. You would not believe that ever happened.
Well, then there was what forgotten in all this is the feds raiding Michigan and confiscating a guy's computer who had been doing what? What was it? How would you describe it?
I don't know. Some sort of a what word you'd look at, but
what would Will say?
Yeah.
At Applied Connect, he was hacking into co-ed's accounts. Feds got him. The feds raided. I mean, if you're Jim Harbaugh,
had to.
Hey coach, the feds are down in the assistant's offices. Do we know about that?
We're just like 3 doors down.
Whose office are they in?
Whose office are they in?
The feds are in his office right now.
Yeah.
We're preparing for Minnesota or whoever.
He's still up for like 25 felonies. It's going to be it's a major deal.
That thing's forgotten.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because of Connor Stallions and then because of Sharon Moore and then
they just won titles. They forgot all.
When the feds are in your office building,
several, and also right now, I wouldn't say he's a friend, but a acquaintance I know, Partridge, who was their linebacker coach, used to be a high school coach in New Jersey.
Is that Charlie?
I'm trying to blink if that's right. I think it is Charlie. I'm thinking which one is the D-line coach now for Notre Dame. I'm drawing a blank. But anyway, so but he's suing Michigan because he got fired in the Connor Stallions deal, and basically it was kind of like one of these and you are the problem, so we got to fire somebody, so you're out of here. And now he's going to win because he didn't do anything wrong, and he's going to win this thing, and it's going to be a lot of money.
Oh God!
For another thing, so they're getting sued. And trust me, he will win. This deal. It'll probably end up getting settled because they don't want, if they go to court and people they have to start asking questions.
Don't want all that,
and then all of a sudden everyone gets to go up there. Okay, now let's bring Ward Manuel. Come on up on the stand. Come on up here. And we're gonna
what did you know? When did you know it? Type stuff. You don't want that out.
Yeah. Charlie is the D-line coach at Notre Dame. Charlie Partridge.
So we got the name right.
Chris Partridge.
Oh,
it's Chris Partridge. Was the linebacker coach. He was the linebacker coach this last year with the Seattle Seahawks for the
That's
for the
correct.
Super Bowl
You got it. 45 years old, Chris Partridge.
Yeah, good guy. But I you know what? I love him for that. You know what? Because sometimes, tell you what, assistant coaches, you get stomped on. Sometimes you just get told to leave. It's like, hey, hold on, I didn't do that. I didn't do it. Don't worry about it. You just need to go.
You're out.
And all of a sudden, it's like, you know what? Enough's enough. I'm going to come back on this thing like that. And like, no, this didn't happen. That's not how it went down. And there are so many things going on. And can you imagine somewhere the inside, there's somebody sitting there going like, if you knew what I knew. There's a lot
of people
think of the stuff that we don't know. When there's that much going on, think of what we don't know. I was like, oh, you think that's something? Oh, you think that's something?
I don't know how Sharon Moore coached with all of that on his mind.
They mentioned it last year.
It wasn't very good.
Would they win 9 games last year?
Yeah,
they win 9.
He didn't do that well. You're right.
Could you imagine though if they had a coach that maybe had any idea what was going on?
Maybe was walking on football here.
Any idea?
Whose world wasn't collapsing all around
him? Just everything collapsing around him. Yes. And then imagine trying to hold that together.
Right. And win in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
Win in the Big Ten.
They had one thing going for them. What was it?
Hold on.
What was the number one thing Michigan had going for them?
They're good up front.
The one person.
Was it Biff?
Biff
Poggi.
We had Biff Poggi.
They had a good defensive line too.
Biff.
Yeah, pretty good.
You had that clip?
Let me get it real quick. Biff Poggi, the man, of course, came into Lincoln and beat Nebraska.
Right,
ran for 300 plus yards in Nebraska. It was terrible.
Easy.
Well, it was unfortunate for Nebraska. I'm trying to
Unfortunate.
It was not a good day for Nebraska. That was what.
It was like
nope.
2 80-yard runs.
Yeah.
Well, when they came in here too, and they were speed to power pass rush was just relentless. They got Dylan, I think 7 sacks that day.
Can't find it.
Don't worry about it.
Sorry. Figure it out.
What were you going to?
Well, it's probably time for the game show.
Yeah.
We'll get to
show's flying.
We'll get to Carolina next hour.
Mike Malone.
Yeah. Hey, save it for that.
I don't know how we
yeah.
Can't miss that story.
We won't. All right, it is time to play the game show. Give us a call right now at 464-5685. Your chance to win a business box of bagels to Bagels and Joe. No game show yesterday because of the power situation, but we're ready to roll the day. Today's topic is NCAA tournament most important players of the past.
Most important?
MOPs, most outstanding players. MOPs, most outstanding players.
Because the other thing could be left to judgment.
No. Okay. These are honors. Most outstanding player.
So this is a
honors.
debate.
Not a debate. They got.
How can we be wrong on this?
Not an opinion. It's a fact of these ones.
Okay.
If you think you know your most outstanding players of past tournaments, I will give you the player and the year. You tell me what team they played for.
Oh,
should be easy.
We should be okay.
God, yes.
I'll give you the player.
I don't know.
We just got to name the team.
You name the team.
Okay.
464-5685. Shut up, Sipple.
I like this game.
Right now.
We've all been there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!" No, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play. 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
464-5685. Call the Dick Down Sip and Bill in trivia. NCAA tournament most outstanding players of the past. Our topic today. You guys feel all right about this?
Will you give us the team and the year?
I give you the player and the year. You tell me what team.
Come on.
Should get this.
Be fun.
I mean, and so should the caller, by the way.
We got Ben. How do you feel about most outstanding players of the past in the NCAA tournament?
You got a good shot.
Okay.
Oh,
we all feel okay.
Ben, where are you calling from?
Thank you.
All from Lincoln.
Lincoln. Another yes. Thank you. Where at? What quadrant of Lincoln are you in?
Like 27th and Highway 2 area.
Okay.
27th Highway. That's
Star
south.
City Shores.
Star City Shores. Yeah, by
Okay.
the water park over there.
That's you're well moneyed to be over in that area.
Yep.
Yeah, that's your
Doing well.
You're in a different tax bracket than us.
Well, I'm at work, actually. So.
Not you or Jake.
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah.
I'm working for the people in the bigger tax bracket.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay. Well,
Wow, 27th and Highway 2.
What a
Say
great
something about
spot.
building a breaker, please.
What's that? Yeah, if you could, like that, when you're over there in that area, if you stop anyone, could you let them know about the show and see if they'll be willing to listen?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
We should
Ben.
get a petition maybe to sign.
Build a breaker.
Those people are annoying.
I love that when someone goes, they're sending a petition around. I'm like, I don't sign anything.
Yeah.
Even if
I always say I'm from Kentucky.
even,
Not even from here.
I don't live here.
even if I'm dead for it, I'm not signing it. I'm not doing it.
That's terrible.
All
All
right.
right. We
All right.
apologize.
All
for
right,
that.
Ben. First question. You Bill a lifeline for Sip for one question. Juan Dixon was the most outstanding player for what team in the 2002 NCAA tournament, Ben?
Juan.
Juan
Juan Dixon. Bill is using the layup over
come
there.
on. That's a great one.
5 seconds.
He was a beauty. I'll even tell you, he was a guard. He had a little mustache.
5 seconds, Ben. 5,
Juan.
4, 3,
Come on, Jake. I was
2,
1.
Jeez, that's
I can't
the
even hear
Oh,
you.
my God.
Houston. What'd you say? Houston. Houston.
Good guess.
Good guess.
Not Houston.
Good guess.
You got it for sure, right?
He would have looked good on Samson's team.
Yes.
Samson wasn't coaching back then. This is Maryland.
Yes.
Brilliant. Juan.
Yes.
Gary Williams championship team 2002.
He was a slithery guard,
Yes.
right?
Slight.
He was slight.
built.
1-0 lead for Sip. First question. Wayne Ellington was the most outstanding player for what team in the 2009 NCAA tournament?
Ooh, I think I know, but I'm not positive.
I don't know it.
Well,
Well, in 2009.
I got it, I think.
Okay.
Oh,
I don't know it. How about that? Don't know it.
Wayne Ellington.
I'll say this. I've never heard of it.
I've heard of him.
Played in the NBA for several years.
Louisville.
Louisville?
Louisville.
Not Louisville. Do you want that, Ben, or not? You don't have to take this.
North Carolina.
North Carolina is correct.
Brilliant. Should have known that.
Call him the man with the golden arm. Good three-point shooter, Wayne Ellington.
As a quarterback?
That was his nickname, the golden arm.
One for Belichick.
1-1 tie. Back to you, Ben, for the lead. Last question. Corliss Williamson was the most outstanding player for what team in the 1994 NCAA tournament?
We're all over this one.
1-year-old. So.
Yeah, don't get it. 5.
I'll start the countdown.
Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt, is that the guess? Vanderbilt. No.
We got it.
Yeah.
We're in good shape. I love this guy.
Yeah.
I loved him.
Oh, he was
big,
fun.
big dude.
Big dude. But I'm going to say 6'9".
Yeah, and if he went at you, good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
Good luck. I mean, kind of had I'm trying to think of a comp right now. A comp. A couple of those Vandy guys kind of remind me of them. Those Vandy forwards, those guys weren't messing around.
They were good, but they were not.
They were not Corliss Williamson of Virginia.
No. What?
I thought it was Virginia.
Oh, my God.
Where are we talking? Write it down.
What's the answer? No, well, he can say it out loud because he already passed the question. What was it, Bill?
What's that?
You say it out loud. You can't help. You
Arkansas.
can't help. You already lost the question. You
Arkansas.
went for the steal. Now you're down 1-0. It is Arkansas, and now you can use Bill because he's in play.
Did he transfer?
No, he was in Arkansas the whole time.
Was he a transfer?
How would you think? What was that?
Virginia.
No.
First of all, the players of the deal, they have to win it all.
You went.
Virginia won it all like 4 years ago. That's it.
Oh, they have to win it all. I thought they're just
pretty much.
Well, the tournament,
it's very
the
uncommon
tournament
to not
MVP
win it
is
all.
going to be basically on the winning team.
Oh boy. Well, it's not over yet.
It's not a team that lost in the first round.
I still got Bill.
You should force the tiebreaker. I'll be very upset if you miss this. It's probably the easiest question of all of them. To force the tiebreaker, down 1-0. Richard Hamilton.
Rip.
Was the MOP for what team in the 99 tournament? Maybe it's just
he was on hand. He was on hand in Indy, UConn. Brilliant. We still got it. We still got to collaborate. Okay, just get over it.
I'm not getting over this. I'm not.
It's tough to get over that. Yeah, text line is upset with you.
94 Virginia.
The text line has just gone crazy on the Virginia guest at this point.
We got it right. Get your pen.
All right, this will go to you guys. It was the caller on Friday, so to you guys, you can
come on, Yaxel.
All right.
I'm tired.
How many players have been the NCAA tournament most outstanding player at least twice?
Oh,
dating back to 1938.
Wow,
twice.
Twice.
You got your Lou Alcindors, your Waltons, your. I think it's a little lower. Twice to be the.
Going back to 1938 for the number on this.
I think it's this.
So should we go
in between it?
Yeah.
All right, say it.
5.
Redemption for the Corliss Williamson guess. It is 5. Bob Hurland at Okie State, Alex Gross at Kentucky, Jerry Lucas, Ohio State. Bill mentioned Lou Alcindor, UCLA, and Bill Walton, UCLA. Last time in 1973 this happened.
How about that?
Redemption for Sid.
My stomach had butterflies.
He said, Bill's like, what are you doing?
I was nervous. I almost gonna.
I couldn't imagine. I mean, that was 40 minutes of hell. Yeah. That was Nolan Richardson.
I almost fell off my chair when you guessed Virginia.
Hey, say goodbye to Ben.
Ben already left. He's gone.
Thank
you, Ben. Nice try.
Highway 2, 27th. We all know the area.
We do.
You got bailed out today.
No, we won the game.
You did win the game. You want to know in the week. Bill had a heart attack over there.
Corliss Williams
40 minutes
played at Arkansas, right?
You did, and you guessed Virginia.
I was very sure too. I don't know who I'm thinking of.
I don't know. Was there? Look up
you
a
described
comparison.
him too, like, oh man, this guy
big barrel chest, big shoulder dude. Power forward.
I don't remember him.
He's the essence of a power
I
forward.
don't remember him a ton in the NBA.
No,
he played.
He
For
did
a while.
play.
Yeah, he did.
100%.
He was with the Warriors for a while. I want to say
100% played.
Yeah.
He was a bear. He was a bear
from Virginia, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you won the game. All is forgiven.
What a win!
Tiebreaker on the dot. 5.
What a win, Bill.
Yeah. This is a
Good
big
job.
one.
Good job on the tiebreak.
We needed that. We're struggling a little bit.
Hour 3 is next on Early Break from the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Pinnacle Bank on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge, with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards, just south of 48th and Holdridge.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Hey, it's Grant Wister. I co-founded Champ Roofing because I wanted to build a company with real integrity, the kind where you actually trust the people working on your home. We do roof replacements, inspections, gutters, and siding all across Nebraska, Lincoln, Omaha, and everywhere in between. Every job, we show up on time, do the work right, and stand behind it. That's what Champ is built on. Check us out at champ-roofing.com or give us a call at 402-858-7449.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contests, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Graham Tire presents life's greatest adventures.
Okay, buddy, here we go. Just keep your eye on the ball. All right, just swing right through it. Yeah, good job. Way to go. Hey, run it out. Okay.
Great road trips start with great service. Graham Tire, your tire store next door, with 5 convenient Lincoln locations, getting you to the places that matter most.
Spring sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, a slight chance of rain and snow. Otherwise, cloudy skies will be breezy. For the afternoon high near 53. Tonight, mainly cloudy skies, continued breeze, low around 51. And tomorrow, a chance of showers. Otherwise, probably sunny skies, be breezy and warmer, high near 72. I'm meteorologist Kyle Flecker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
93.7 The Ticket is Lincoln's home for Kansas City Royals baseball in 2026. Catch all the action as Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, and a pitching rotation led by Cole Reagans try to lead the Royals back to the postseason. That's Kansas City Royals baseball all summer long. On the air in Lincoln at 93.7 The Ticket. This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
To win in sports, adjust your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. Hi, I'm Ryan Buck, your Edward Jones financial advisor, and I can help you create a game plan for financial success. Call me 402-483-0377. Again, 402-483-0377 to get started today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Wake up, Lincoln.
Good morning. Good morning. It's great to stay up late.
It's time for Early Break. Sponsored by Nebco and Anderson Ford. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I like Stone.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
And here comes a sandwich from God.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
Hey, somebody grab me a mocha quick, would you?
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 3 on a Tuesday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 3 sponsored by our friends at Nebco. Now hiring at Concrete Industries for precast production labor. Check them out at concreteindustries.com or at nebcoinc.com. Hour 3 also sponsored by Anderson Ford at 27th and I-80 and 33rd and Yankee Hill. All the Fords you ever would want to reside at Anderson Ford.
Big lot. Dave's out there.
Both lots are big, north and south.
North side, David is out there. David, thanks for weighing in on the text line today. David's last name is
Freehoff.
Freehoff.
He also showed me that his office, he has 4 computer screens in. I could not function that way. That's way too much stimulation.
It's like NASA.
Yeah, it's like NASA.
4 computer screens.
Is he running NASA?
When you're moving Fords, that's what you have to have. The cars are in and out.
Yes,
I talked to David. 4 screens.
I talked to David about my retirement job. Hope it comes true.
Which is?
I want to drive cars. Sometimes I feel like, well, hey, I need to drive a car down to Kansas City or need to drive a car to Columbus or just some like
great idea.
Be a great job.
How about now? There is Greg's has a friend who does that. Yeah. Now hold on though. What if they said you're going to Ponte Vedra
Beach, Florida?
Yeah, be great.
Bill likes to drive.
You go to Stockton. You go anywhere.
Yeah, but it'd probably be a bit. Stockton, California, would be beautiful.
Yeah. You could probably. I bet there's not a ton of people lined up to do that.
No, I think I would just absolutely love it.
I think you're right.
Well, you guys, you want to be a truck driver. Bill wants to drive pickups and cars across
my
the
thought
country.
Was always if I got ran out of a job, like at the Journal-Star, that's the first thing I'd probably try.
Which is odd. What if we teamed up, you and me? We just went 24/7. Just the truck's always moving. Just. Imagine back me. I think I'd let you back it in. I'd be out back. Like
you'd have to learn to back it in.
I'd be beep, beep, beep.
I have concerns because you already said people don't allow you to drive your pickup or a car. Now you want to drive a semi?
It's a little overblown. I mean,
you did drive back from OKC. You said that was a big story to us.
The thing I always tell people is I'm here, like I'm alive. I got my limbs. I've never been in a bad accident. I've driven a motorcycle since I was 14. Man, how bad must I be? Can't be that bad, right?
I've always told the people, I go, Sipples, he's got limbs.
Yeah.
And so he's capable.
The man can drive.
What's the main thing? What is Sip's number one reading quality? Limbs.
He's got all his limbs.
He's got all his limbs.
All of them.
All of them. All 4. So that, again, makes him very valuable.
Behind the wheel. That's true. I'm never.
So you're saying you have a bad rap for no reason on this driving
a little
situation.
bad rap. I drive slow. I think that's what the main problem is.
But you've also backed into different.
Had parking problems.
Yeah, the parking is the issue, which is a thing for a semi. You have to learn how to do that better.
I couldn't imagine. People back semis into things. It's the most remarkable spot. Especially, I would see them into stadiums, and you'll see a semi back down. I'm like, how'd you do that? How did that even happen? How'd you even consider it? How'd you even consider
it? Or how about the guys that like just roll into like a downtown Chicago during a half rush hour where you gotta maneuver all that? How about this? You ever see those bridges that are pretty low? And you're driving a truck. You better know the situation.
Or it's gonna be
when you're driving down through older.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I know
when
exactly
you
what you're
drive
talking
through older
about.
parts of cities or different spots, and you look up, and the bridge above you has just been crushed by some things. You know the guy driving, just all of a sudden whipping down there in a truck, and all of a sudden, whoop, and just smash the top of his truck. Yep. That would be a lot.
Bad day, right?
Or
there.
Just gets caught. Like it almost makes it, but and then you're caught. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the kind of things that you think about.
Chase says, local semi driver here. I have to back into the dock underneath Bryan East every Wednesday. It is not easy.
Wow. No, it's not. And
good job.
We never said it was. We were saying that's a hard job.
Is he doing it with just the mirrors? I mean, just backing that thing in with just the mirrors. My favorite.
What else would you use?
No, a lot of people, the old school guys, used to pop the door open. Remember those guys? They'd look back. They'd pop the. When my dad,
I can see it right now.
When my dad backs the boat in, that's what he does. Because like that, and also you see the door pop open, and Dad's halfway laying outside the pickup as he's backing it in. Here he is. He's like he's horizontal. Ron's horizontal.
Yeah. What's that guy's name?
That's Chase.
Chase. Good job, Chase.
By the way, I know a gentleman named Brent who works for a trucking company says bridge strikes happen every single day in the truck industry.
Oh, I bet.
Every day.
Bridge strikes.
Bridge strikes.
I wonder if there's something like, hear about Tony? Yeah, bridge strike. I wonder if they have like a pool or something going of what's
bridge
going.
Strikes.
Crowbait says, I work at 70th and Cornhusker. I saw a truck ruin the streetlight because it had its bucket raced up.
Oh, really?
It took out the streetlight.
Really?
At 70th and Cornhusker over here.
You know the corner, if you want to watch, okay, it's 27th and Vine where that bike shop is.
Oh, yeah.
And it's that bike shop is really close. What's it, Moose's Tooth?
It's closed now, but
on. It's right on the corner.
Yeah.
And I've seen trucks for years have to take that corner.
But it's very
look at the side of the building. It's all broken.
That's such a tight corner to do. They have no space to turn there.
Oh,
and also
I love when I see a semi where the back wheels are way up on the curb, all the way on the sidewalk, driving across the side, and I think nothing of it.
No, and I don't think the driver does.
No,
either.
I don't either. I'm like, no, it's okay.
Not a problem. Look at those tires.
I think almost every, unless you have some sort of a route where it's like, well, I get in my truck someplace, close to the interstate, and I drive to North Platte and back each day.
That'd be great.
Okay, that'd be great.
That's
not how it works.
Day route.
Yeah, day
route.
route.
No, there are day routes.
There's day routes, but if it's that simple, but all of a sudden, all of a sudden you find yourself, you're in Schuyler. Okay, we got to drop them. I got to pull into Dollar General here.
Oh.
Now it gets real.
It gets real.
Yeah.
No,
the whole time it's all you're thinking about. That guy thinks about it every day. I got to back into Bryan.
That'd be hard.
Every Wednesday.
But you're 100% right. I have definitely contemplated that day route, but I think those jobs are hard to get. I knew a guy who just went to Norfolk, and that's his day. Lincoln to Norfolk, back. That's an 8-hour day, or 5 hours, 6 hours, but that was it. Like that, the day route would be incredible, but I think that's really hard to find.
Yeah.
Really hard to find.
Let us know, trucking firms. Could me and Steve get involved in that later?
Well, you got to get your CDL. And what I've heard is they're tougher now. They've cracked down on the federal government has cracked down on. I think there was a period where you could just get it. Now I think it's a little tougher.
Double clutching.
Well, I think you got to know some engine stuff too.
I don't think you do. I don't think you have to know one thing about it's a V10.
I'm on the radio making stuff up.
Yeah,
you
make stuff up. You got to know some engine stuff. Oh yeah, how to fix we blow a gasket. How to fix that? No, you don't.
I don't
you know how to drive.
You don't know that.
Trucking industry.
I think the guys that are texting with back, I think it's harder to get a CDL now.
Well, help us, Gaina Trucking, Creek Carrier, chime in. What is it tough to get a CDL?
I think they've made it
tougher
more
than it was.
Yeah.
Could we get one? We should take that for a class.
We should.
3 of us.
Touchy.
Imagine us out there.
Touchy. Could be a summer exercise for us. Which of us can get a CDL?
Yeah.
We have to take a driving test.
You take it out buildings.
I would bet the highest on Sipple. I really would.
I don't feel good about myself in this competition.
I think
the wide turns would freak me out.
The wide turns or the tight turns?
The tight, yeah. Those turn. Like if I'm turning on the 27th and Vine, from 20. I'm taking out a car for sure.
No, you're not.
I'm a building and a car.
That building's been whacked. Though.
I'm hitting something for sure.
The building's been hit.
You hit that building. I didn't even know.
I didn't know. Hold it. You hit a building. Well, how'd you get to the building? Well, I had to go across the sidewalk, and then I got to the building. I hit Moose's tooth.
You don't mind.
I hit a bike shop.
Just look at that corner. Look at the corner of that building. It's been whacked before.
Dry towel and friend says, I will gladly take you guys out for a ride along anytime. And yes, it is tougher now to get a CDL. Truck driver, dry towel and friend.
Sip in the back in the sleeper, take a little nap while I head on down I-90.
I'll sleep this one out.
Sipper's pulled into Buc-ee's. You're up next.
It's dreaming back there. Don't wake me up.
Dirty Tony says, Sip is right. You need to know your rig inside and out. During the test, you have to be able to go through the truck, visibly point out specific parts, and use specific verbiage.
There's no engine though. There's
engine
no
work.
There's no head gasket. There's not. There's no carburetor.
Get that
talk.
wrench out.
Yeah. I don't think there's. And yet, hold it. Where's your socket set at, Steve? I don't think that's get a socket.
Please
set
know
at.
where it's at all times.
Steve's carrying his socket set around just in case.
Got to call Greg.
Yeah, Greg's on speed dial all the time for you guys for this situation.
Imagine Greg going out with us for the driving the competition.
He's just shaking his head the
Just
whole
shaking
time.
his head.
Head down.
Greg, I'm in Fremont. Have a situation.
You got a situation. Can you come, Greg? Can you come to McCook? What's wrong? I'm high centered
on the double.
On the double.
Hurry up. Do not delay.
I'm
high centered.
Don't ask.
Just get over here.
So I just rock it back and forth. we were hauling cattle.
People are looking at me weird,
There's
Greg.
a whole truck full of pigs in the back. Just
hauling livestock. That's what we don't need to do. That's what we don't need to do.
They're getting
The pigs are loose.
The pigs.
The door came open. I don't know what happened.
I lost. I'm in McCook, and I've lost.
The door came unhinged.
The whole load is gone.
I lost a truckload of pigs.
The damn pigs are running around. I can't herd them. They didn't teach you how to herd pigs.
I'm high centered, and I can't get the
Hurry
door
up,
back
Greg.
shut. I can't get the door shut.
Greg, come up.
We're not hauling livestock.
Greg,
that's a non-starter.
Greg,
go wrangle some
pick
pigs
up.
for me, Greg.
Pick up. We're hauling livestock. Hauling racehorses. No,
don't do that.
No, we got a little
you.
off the
That's all right.
rails there. Yeah.
Well,
it happens.
it would be a good summer project for us to see if we can get our CDLs.
We should try it out.
Livestock, Greg,
get the pigs. What's way over there?
I didn't latch the door
by Dollar
properly.
General. There's about 10. Just went by the pool. Yards are imagine the weight of a pig. It would leave marks in your yard about this deep just after a nice rain. Or just
what the hell is happening out here? There's pigs.
Simple wrecked semi.
The door was not latched properly.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Good visual there.
Sorry.
That's all right. Yesterday confirmed we're really in a golden era for Big Ten sports,
Yeah,
right?
we are. Why you say this?
Have we ever had a golden era before in the Big Ten? What would the previous golden era be in the Big Ten?
So what you're talking about is what?
Well, just overall collective dominance. It's not just one sport. 3 straight football championships, Big Ten title in basketball, Michigan. UCLA wins women's basketball. Baseball right now is the number 1 team in the country.
UCLA. There's a couple teams in the Frozen Four.
Yep.
We definitely crush the SEC in hockey.
Yeah.
Definitely. We own that.
That's
one.
right. I think Wisconsin's pretty good at hockey.
Yeah, a lot of the Big Ten honks are chest thumping right now, and they should be.
It's a golden era.
Yeah. How many teams were in the Elite Eight?
4 or 5? Four. Iowa, Illinois, Michigan, Purdue in the Elite Eight.
That's pretty good. Nobody had that.
That's really good.
Nobody had that. So, yeah, you're right. Petiti's thumping or chest thumping, peacocking, we'll say. No, I don't know if you'll. Well, I don't want to say it won't happen again. I mean, the Big Ten's not going away. I mean, Ohio State's not going away. They could win it all next year, right?
Yeah.
Oregon could win it all. Basketball is the same conversation. These teams aren't going away. Purdue, when does Purdue ever go away?
Not in basketball.
Now, as long as Dusty May's at Michigan, you're probably thinking
problem.
Yeah, it's a big problem. A lot of it's head coach discussion in basketball. As long as Underwood's at Illinois, you think they're going to go bad? Think they're going to go bad?
No. Great coach.
Just think about this too. Remember, because how many times I've heard this 10,000 times. Just the general fan, because they know was involved in college football. Like, man, this portal and NIL. Then you talk to Michigan. Well, our 5 starters were all transfers. Think Michigan's upset with any fans with the portal right now?
Nope.
Not really, no.
Don't think so.
No. You think
national champs?
Think Indiana's upset with it? No. And then what? And then what is the number one conversation for Nebraska basketball right now?
Portal.
That's it.
Who are you getting?
That's who you getting. That's
now this is Now the only thing that you'll hear, and is I hear Sean talk about it all the time. He's right. It's unfortunate for high school kids, especially in football right now. You're just a lot of guys. The way it's structured now, coaches are going to try to get 20-somethings. They're not going to the high school ranks to get guys. How are they solving their problems? They're going to the portal to try to get 20-somethings, and they're taking spots. That's why it's that. Now, that's my only complaint. But as long as those, I didn't even mention Signetti. As long as Signetti's around, he's going to be in contention, probably, right?
Yes.
And in football, it's as long as Day's around, as long as now Michigan's got Whittingham.
Yeah.
As long as Dan Lanning's around, they're going to be competing for titles.
Yeah. I don't see Oregon hanging a 6-6.
I
don't see
Oregon. That'd be a stunner.
I don't think Ohio State doing that same thing. They're
going 6-6. No.
I mean, right now, what are the over-unders on Ohio State? Probably
10.5.
10 and a hook.
Yep.
Just think about that.
Oregon, I think it's 10 and a hook.
And Indiana, same, right?
Yeah.
Right. Think about that. That's a tough bet. Okay, it's like 10 and a hook.
Yeah.
So they're going to be around, and the world changed. And right now, that's the biggest thing right now is the NIL portal thing changed the Big Ten. That's the number one thing it is because the Big Ten is moneyed, and money is involved more, and it's all up front. Here's where it's at.
It's money, but it doesn't guarantee anything.
Doesn't guarantee.
You got to have the head coach.
But it's got it. I agree. But it changed. If you talk to, there's a big difference now with how teams are looked at.
Oh God,
as far as because like, hey, they got their stuff together, and then also you better get on board. And like, so what do you do right now? Purdue over the last 20 years, 30 years has been better than Indiana.
I'm trying to think what that time period would be.
If you're going to pick a team, just go back to, long ass time ago, but I'm sorry about that.
It's okay.
But Drew Brees did take Purdue to the
we're talking
Rose
football.
Bowl.
Yeah, football.
Oh, I thought we were talking basketball.
No, football. Of course,
football.
Purdue's been better.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
Yeah, way better.
Yeah.
And now it's like
flipped.
What's the deal, man? Well, are we going to win? Hey, can we win 12 next year? What do you mean? We're just trying to always win 8 and maybe get to the championship game from the West. No, not now. Because what are we doing? Every team's on call. And it makes everybody have to step up or get out.
You know what this is, though? I believe much of this just comes down to finding the right head coach.
Oh,
that's what it is almost.
You have to have you have to be the master alpha to bring a roster together at a faster pace.
Yeah.
And you have to have assistants that can bring it together at a incredible faster pace because there's no time. I mean, like Michigan brought all those players and hey, we got to figure it out. We got to get them to be selfless. We got to be able to figure this out. All these things that are going on. How fast can we do it? And then the difference is like what's going to hurt North Carolina is they hired a coach that's bringing nobody with them.
Mike Malone.
What happens most of the time?
He's bringing nobody.
When you hire a coach, if they hire an Otzelberger and he brings his 2 best players from Iowa State, it's a start.
That's huge.
It's a start. Yep. And so when you can't bring anybody with you, that is a huge negative.
I wonder what this Malone picture will look like. I don't know. I just know that, like, if Michigan's good again, what's the constant? It's Dusty May.
Dusty May took FAU to
the Final Four.
So
8 seed FAU.
You know how much I'm infatuated with guys that have won other places.
Like Pitino. Yeah. You know, Pitino's won a lot of other places.
Oh yeah,
Providence.
That's where he started at. Yeah,
UMass, Providence.
I don't think Patino was at UMass. That was Cal Perry.
Cal
was at UMass.
Oh, thanks for calling me on that.
Yeah, that was Cal.
Was
he went to Iona though.
He went at Iona. He went overseas.
Okay, but where was it? Where was?
I think he went from Providence to where did he go from there?
Pull up for it.
Did he go to Kentucky from
Rip
Providence?
through Patino.
Went of course Providence, then to Kentucky, Louisville, Iona. That's it.
Okay.
St. John's.
I
5
thought there was
teams in
somebody
college.
before Providence.
So
Boston University.
Boston
Yes,
University.
Yeah, you got it. Yep.
Okay, now wait, what did I say? UMass. Damn, I was close.
Yeah, you were the same state.
Same state.
I mean, really close actually. But anyway,
Tell you what, if you ever get a chance to get, I know you don't like it that much, but a bread bowl with Boston clam chowder. That's something.
wait a second. I like that.
Oh yeah, it
I
was
like
something.
bread bowls.
Every time I went to Boston recruiting, I'd always get the clam chowder and a bread bowl, and when you're done, you're almost comatose. It's
Good.
It's a lot, and you're headed right to bed. I
Yeah.
get it about 9:30 at night.
That sounds.
I'd get back to the hotel.
I put a lot of pepper in there.
Yeah, get back. Yeah, a lot of pepper makes you very happy.
But Patino's another example of a guy. I always say it. Look at his record. You could drop him anywhere. You can drop that guy
love
anywhere.
him. 2 different JCs.
Underwood's that guy. Mays.
Yeah.
I bet you Mays that guy. Dusty May.
Second year national title.
Do
Michigan.
you think Purdue's going to just suddenly disappear? No, they don't.
Matt Painter's there. They're going to be good.
And what's happened to Indiana? They've gone to hell. They have not found the right coach since probably Sampson, right?
Kelvin was good. Yeah.
Or no, after that, they had the little guy with the glasses. He was good. Who was
Crean?
good? Yeah,
Crean?
Tom Crean.
Tom Crean had success. Yep.
Crean had a little
Did
success.
he go to the Final Four?
I think he did.
No, he did.
He
Marquette.
did.
Marquette went to the Final Four. I
I
don't think
he had a good year in
I don't
Indiana.
think Indiana
At
went
least
to the
one
Final
good year.
Four.
We're just trying to illustrate the power of good coaching. And it really is, especially in college basketball, it's a culture of coaching.
Especially everyone, you're looking for one thing in coaching right now. What are the problems? I don't care what the problems are. I've got solutions.
Right.
If anybody's like, well, we got enough money. Those guys got this. No. All I want is if I sit down and talk to a coach as an AD, I want to hear him just tell me about like how we can do this.
Oh yeah.
Instead of somebody talking about, man, college sports is jacked up.
Or
I don't want to hear how jacked up it is. I want to hear.
Or how about this? I'm in a place where you probably can't do it.
Yeah.
I have dealt with a coach like that long ago. That coach, I'm going to say if it's a he or she, said we can't do it here. And then a couple came in and did it. I mean, you can do it.
But this way, the head coach in UCLA basketball, she's been there for 15 years. 15 years. So imagine the strain that she's been through for 15 years to finally get it done. And then you just hear all the stories about how hard she's worked, what they've done. They got beaten in the Final Four. But point is, it seems to me like a problem solver. I'm telling you right now, I don't want to, and on your staff too, I don't want to hear one staff member, oh, coach.
But I'll tell you something, though, Bill. Those people are not easy to find.
No, that's why there's elite. That's why there's elite CEOs of companies. That's
Right.
why there's all this. It's not easy to find the vision part of it, and then also the attitude part of it, and then the leadership part. Whoa. We're
And then
fine.
the strategic part of it.
Yeah. I don't want to hear anything in a staff meeting about what we don't have, what can happen.
How often do you think Calipari says, I just don't know if we can do this? I don't know if he's probably ever said it. He's that guy.
I was just doing a research on Tom Crean. So Tom Crean, of course,
Okay,
Indiana.
Tom Crean.
Never made a Final Four, only at Marquette. But
Okay.
he did make the Sweet 16 3 times at Indiana.
Okay.
I don't think people remember this. His first 3 years at Indiana were very Fred Hoiberg at Nebraska-like. Here's 6-25 his first year.
Wow, at Indiana.
Wow.
10-21 year 2.
Indiana.
And 12-20 year 3. Survived. Then he goes 27-9 year 4, Sweet 16. 29-7 year 5, Sweet 16. Bad year the next year, and then he makes a round of 64, Sweet 16, and fired after 16-17. But I mean, his first 3 years, 6-25, 10-21, 12-20. And looking at his conference record, you mentioned what 9-50 for Fred. Crean was 8-46 in conference play, and survived it his first 3 years.
And survived
at Indiana.
Well, that goes what we
8-46.
say. Sometimes we say nobody survives 9-50.
He survived at
Crean
Indiana.
did.
Yeah.
Crean
Pretty
did.
close to it. Yeah.
Wow. Did not know he had that bad a start.
Now it'd be harder. It'll be harder to survive those numbers because of just the access and what you have and how fast things can change. You can flip your roster.
with what's going on. I don't think he'd mind saying that, but Hoops, I just talked to Hoops.
Thomas Filianco.
In Hoops, we were talking in general. He said that he had heard from other teams like UNLV. They need 10
players.
They need 10 players.
Ooh.
Imagine that one, 10. And the two guys are sticking around. Who are those guys? Who are those two?
I don't know. It sounds like stress to me.
Yeah. I mean, imagine that. We need 10.
We need 10 guys.
You get the Thomas and Mack arena going again.
That sounds stressful.
That was
as a coach.
Yeah. That's what I sent you last night. What did Calipari say?
Just talk to the team.
There is no team.
There is. I just met with the team. There is no team.
He's a classic.
So good.
He's a classic.
When we come back, we addressed it quickly, but we're more on Michael Malone going to Carolina next on Early Break in the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Nepco and Anderson Ford on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Graham Tire presents life's greatest adventures.
Okay, buddy, here we go. Just keep your eye on the ball. All right, just swing right through it. Yeah, good job. Way to go. Hey, run it out. Okay.
Great road trips start with great service. Graham Tire, your tire store next door, with 5 convenient Lincoln locations, getting you to the places that matter most.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at gainatrucking.com.
Bagels and Joe is the best place to start off your mornings, and you can order your breakfast ahead of time on their app. You can't go wrong with one of their great bagel sandwiches or breakfast burritos. Stop by any of their 4 locations in Lincoln and their location in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
When something breaks, you want someone you can trust to fix it right. Empire Repair is now open in Waverly and ready to serve our community with reliable auto repair and maintenance. From routine service to bigger repairs, our team is here to keep you on the road. Stop by Empire Repair in Waverly or call 402-786-2224 to schedule your service today. Empire Repair, proud to serve Waverly.
3, 2, 1. The drop is live. Screens freeze everywhere, except yours. You've been training for this moment. And with Aloe Fiber's zero-lag precision, you strike first. No lag, no limits, just speed. Can your internet provider do that? Stay ahead of every drop. Visit aloefiber.com/all-in.
Keep managing your LES account the easy way, right from home. Pay your bill, check your energy use, or go paperless anytime at les.com. Simple tools for your busy day.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Bauer Underground has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know that the best workers in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and a pedigree of success. They're offering top-notch benefits, a matching 401k, and a $600 per year clothing allowance. Bauer Underground, a family-friendly company with plenty of room for advancement.
Good morning, Breakers. This is Scott Miller from Midwest Bank. When I recently joined Midwest Bank, I was immediately impressed by our exceptional service. My first customer made the switch from a large corporate bank and didn't have to wait in line or call a 1-800 number. We treated him like family. He now visits the bank just to say hello. While other banks go corporate, we stay Nebraska. Visit us at midwest.bank or drop by a branch today. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Member FDIC.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather.
Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, a slight chance of rain and snow. Otherwise, cloudy skies will be breezy. For the afternoon high near 53. Tonight, mainly cloudy skies, continued breeze, below around 51. And tomorrow, a chance of showers. Otherwise, probably sunny skies, be breezy and warmer, high near 72. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fletcher from 93.7 The Ticket and ticketfm.com.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We at the Stool are supportive of you doing well financially as a breakers out there. A way to do that is with our friends at DWE
David
Generations. David Darlington, Russell Walton, Cody Eiler bring decades
Is it
of
fast
experience.
cash, Jake, just for like a couple weeks?
No, this is long-standing cash here. Long-term gains here. Decades of experience. Their dedicated team provides follow-through, answering questions, explaining next steps, and staying connected as life evolves. DWE Generations, a generational wealth planning firm. Visit generations.nm.com or call 402-483-7871. Ask for David, Russell, or Cody.
Tell you one thing, making money while you're sleeping. That's the key. That's the key. And that's what David does.
You can do that with them.
That's what they do. Generations. Think about that. Generations.
Take care of generations.
Yeah. I like to look at that. It comes up all the time on social media. It'll be like, okay, I have this much money in my 401k. When I'm this old, what will my budget be and stuff? So it's always interesting to kind of find that out. And what I found out is that I'll be working till I'm 80. That's what I found out right now. So I'll be doing imagine us at 80 doing the show. It'd be the best.
You gotta stay young. Keep walking. Do your walk thing.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll keep walking, and we'll be talking about Tony Davis when we're 80.
Of course, as you should.
As we should. Yes, it'll be great.
Better times. Okay. We always talk about better times. We always talk about I love better times. Better times is great. Michael Malone is the new head coach at North Carolina.
How about that?
We thought Billy Donovan might be the guy. We thought for a while it'd be, of course, Tommy Lloyd. Not the case. Could be Ben McCollum. Nope. Michael Malone, former Nuggets head coach, is the new head coach at North Carolina as of yesterday.
So, Bill, you've talked about Donovan. So Donovan's coaching the Bulls. They have
3 or 4 games.
The season ends Sunday.
Okay, now that shouldn't be a problem, but it is a problem because of the portal.
So the big question is this:
because the portal.
Maybe Donovan had no interest, but I'd like to know if Donovan's told his wife or whoever, I want the job, but I'm going to do it the right way. I'm going to finish it out at Chicago, and then I will take the job in basically on Monday, which would be a week too late. Or is it like no, I want this job, but to take it, you got to take it now.
Or what if it's this? They have made an overture to me. I want to contemplate it. I need to call some people to figure. He probably doesn't know enough about it. I mean, he's coaching an NBA team. I don't think he has probably a ton of free time to study what's going on at North Carolina. So what if he said, hey, I might do it, but I want to check into it? Because he's that. Now,
Jeff Goodman
said he's that guy.
That guy.
He won't make a decision without a week's time of thinking about it. So add on a week. You can't do it.
Can't do it.
Not with the portal the way it is.
No, he can't do it. So I think we know why Donovan didn't take it. My question to you guys is, do you think this was North Carolina going hard after Tommy Lloyd, not getting him, and then maybe, oh God, we better go, what's our plan B exactly? And maybe got turned down by another guy or two. And then
that's what it feels
we got
like.
It does feel that way.
Especially when you had Tommy Lloyd's previous interviews. Yeah, I'm just not really, thinking of it. I mean, never once did he say early on, like, I'm an Arizona guy. I'm not leaving here.
It screamed,
Stop.
I'm leaving.
His first 2 to 3 interviews were like, I'm just focused on this team, focused on the now, practice today. Didn't seem like that.
How about the Alabama guy?
Nate Oates.
He said, I have not talked to anybody and I don't plan to. That's when you walk away from that going, he ain't taking that job. because reversing that course
That's
would be
better. Whereas Tommy Lloyd never said that. That's why it's still baffling.
No, I know.
The whole last week.
It doesn't, and it's probably just me. It doesn't feel like a hire that excites me. If North Carolina, it doesn't excite me. And I know he's won an NBA title, but at the same time, I hope it works out because I do get really annoyed with winning the press conference. When people are so into the press conference, they have to win the press conference.
A hire with pop.
Sometimes it's just hire a really good coach, and that's probably what he is.
Malone, but you would not consider him a hire with pop.
No, even with an NBA
been coming
champion.
after him? No one's coming after him recently.
He's been out 2 years,
couple years, yeah.
He was 2025.
Okay, so last
fired. But it wasn't. They weren't bad.
The NBA though, they get retreads all the time. He could have been picked by anybody, and no one picked him up.
100%.
All retreads all the time in that league, and no one picked him up.
If you lose, it's not even like if you've had some success. I mean, that doesn't happen very often. You have somebody that's won an NBA championship with the Nuggets.
Nobody picked him up, but Jake, how much is that? Is he didn't want to get picked up?
I don't know.
Looking for the right.
I don't know about
because he
that.
was getting paid, whatever it was, he was getting paid. So life was good.
Come on, Jake. I think if like the Magic fire Mosley, which they're probably going to, wouldn't they look at a guy like Malone?
No, they can't, but they should. He said he had a good run in Denver. He was a good coach.
They won the championship in 2023. Oh, he had a really good run there, 57 and 25 in 2024.
Look at all he had great years, several great years that had deep playoff runs also.
So they got two coaches from the pros now there. That's what everybody was talking about yesterday was Belichick and Malone. I don't know if that's by chance or it's probably by chance because I don't think they were looking for an NBA guy.
No, to say he was choice number one.
No way.
No way. No chance.
At least three, right? Yeah. And maybe farther
maybe
down
more
the
than
list.
that. He's the guy.
North Carolina.
Michael Malone.
Do you think Dusty May was contacted?
Oh yes,
His representation.
Should have reached out.
There was at least hey, let's make him have a conversation.
And I bet you Day just cut it off.
Ward Emanuel.
The spillover is next on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Presented by Nebco on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
I'm Dr. Jeremy Hosine, candidate for the University of Nebraska Board of Regents. Husker athletics has never been stronger. Let's champion the same mindset across our entire university, academics, research, and opportunity. As a neurosurgeon, former regent, and proud Husker, I'm running to stand up for NU's future because this matters to my family and yours. NU needs us, and we need NU. On May 12th, vote Dr. Jeremy Hosine for Regent, for our students, for our future.
Seems like just the other day, I was building my first house. I've seen many changes to our building market in Lincoln. It's been a fun road.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
You know, we hear this a lot where I don't want to live in a cookie cutter home. Well, let's come up with some answers on what we're going to build, where we're going to build it, and what it's going to cost. One thing that we started doing early on was we started building neighborhoods. I'm a firm believer in character in your street and in your neighborhood. I like choice. I like variation. I like maybe something a little bit different in a neighborhood that you don't see in every neighborhood. I think it's great to have choices, its uniqueness, and I think that's what gives a neighborhood character. And I think that's what we've done over the years.
Make your dream home a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Tomorrow is about the lessons we learn today. A farmer's market teaches us that community is grown together. Kids laughing shows us how joy is easy. And coffee on the porch reminds us to savor every moment. These are the lessons that shape a tomorrow we all share. One filled with trust, good company, and wide open dreams. That's the way banking should be. And that's Pinnacle Bank. Member FDIC.
Sometimes good people make mistakes. When you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will defend you in court and protect your freedom to get you the best possible outcome and the justice you deserve. Trust your freedom to Liberty Law Group, the best criminal attorneys in Nebraska and Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
3, 2, 1. The drop is live. Screens freeze everywhere, except yours. You've been training for this moment. And with Aloe Fiber's zero-lag precision, you strike first. No lag, no limits, just speed. Can your internet provider do that? Stay ahead of every drop. Visit aloefiber.com/all-in.
When something breaks, you want someone you can trust to fix it right. Empire Repair is now open in Waverly and ready to serve our community with reliable auto repair and maintenance. From routine service to bigger repairs, our team is here to keep you on the road. Stop by Empire Repair in Waverly or call 402-786-2224 to schedule your service today. Empire Repair, proud to serve Waverly.
Sandhills Global is growing right here in Lincoln. With our expanding campus and continued growth, we're hiring across a wide range of careers, from interns to experienced professionals. Join the team at Sandhills Global and build your career with competitive pay, great benefits, and real opportunities to grow. Visit sandhills.jobs to view openings and apply today. That's sandhills.jobs.
Planet Fitness has everything you need to power your progress, so you can give everything you've got, all for just 1 cent down. Whether you want to get the most out of our best-in-class equipment or go all in with free fitness training, our trainers are ready to help you get stronger than ever before. Take your workout to the next level at Planet Fitness. Join the club today for 1 cent down, $15 a month. No commitment. Deal ends Friday, April 10th. You ready? Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet. See Club for details.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription, or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
We're on the air.
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
To more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is time for the spillover, sponsored by Raising Cane Chicken Fingers, who, along with Luke Bryan, are proud to partner with the Brett Boyer Foundation to raise awareness for congenital heart disease and fund research to advance treatment options. It's the second year Canes is donating $250,000 as part of a $1 million commitment from Canes owner and founder Todd Graves. Visit your local Canes April 9th to the 21st to learn how you can support Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love. Husker baseball tonight against Kansas, Haymarket Park. That's at 6 p.m. on Big Ten Plus. Also, I know you guys aren't as much into the Masters as I am. That's 2 days away. Oh, hang on.
I'm pretty into it. I'm not Jake into it.
I have a stat for you I want to bring up.
Thank you.
Can't wait for this.
Yeah.
Well, I think you'll like it. This is going to be the first year since 1994 without either Tiger Woods or Mickelson. Ooh. Both those guys, neither of them for the first time since 1994 will be playing in.
That's a pretty big deal.
The
Why
Masters.
is Mickelson not?
He has family health issues right now. He put out in a post last week. Tiger, of course, has his own issues. Bill has
Tiger's in
family health
Switzerland.
issues. Is he? That's where he's at.
He's in Switzerland.
How do you know this?
They flew. He's in Switzerland.
I
Am I wrong?
I didn't know that. I did not know that.
Private jet, yeah, that's where he went for his rehab.
Oh, really?
Yeah, went to Switzerland.
Did not know that.
Boy, how about those videos of the arrest? Have you seen all those?
I have seen some, yeah.
Whoa. Tiger, you don't want those out. God help us from getting arrested, guys. Because now people go after that body cams.
Oh, yeah.
Also, me and Sip have made a very strong push that after 50, no felonies.
No felonies after 50.
Prefer none before then, but definitely not
after
you
50.
You can
recover some, but after 50, it's like it's kind of like your retirement stuff like that. If things go bad late, if you're in your 30s and you had a couple rough years in retirement, your 401k, you can recover.
You can survive.
You'll recover. No. So no felonies in your 50s.
No.
We've been very staunch about that.
I can
Steve.
tell you 100%. I cannot afford a felony right now.
Yeah.
Bill
No.
can't either.
I know. I can't afford
know if
one.
I can at 34.
If I came in and said, got a felony.
Yeah.
What was it? Yeah, got it yesterday.
Going away for a few years,
Yeah.
guys.
It's been a fun run, though. You've had
I'll
a
see you
fun run
guys back
together.
in March of 29.
Yeah. I'll be living somewhere else.
No felonies.
We need to put something together, though, some sort of a code or a way to identify if any of us get sent away in the witness protection program.
Okay.
So how would we
can
how
do
would
that.
how would we be able to acknowledge that? You know,
I don't know.
to somebody like let's let you know that I'm okay.
Pretty sure it would be Peoria. I would push for Peoria.
You have been pretty staunch in that for a while.
I'll push for Peoria, Illinois.
That would be something I'd love to sit and talk to somebody that's way 80 some years old at the very end of the day. Like, I got put in witness protection. Me and the family were 40s. We got sent to Rhode Island, and they made a whole new life for us.
Not the worst thing.
No, I ran in Ace Hardware, and
I liked it.
And I'd love to hear the story. Like, imagine you're telling your family, we're going to Rhode Island, and
Starting over.
We're starting over. How about our names? All new names. Here's new passports.
We're starting over.
Here's everything.
That's it for us. The Drive is next. We will see you guys tomorrow.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at the